not being represented in the first round. It's so strange. Because you know how much we look forward to this each and every year? 'Cause here comes the draft. Ooh, what we going to get? What we going to get? What we going to get? Wait a minute. Hey, but you know what? You saw where the Texans and they may be looking at either Jimmy Garoppolo or, of course, Baker Mayfield. Uh, you know, we might be in the first round. There are a number of ways we could get in the first round. I don't know which one that the 49ers might apply. I can't imagine the 49ers, especially John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. I can't imagine them wanting to just leave out the first round. We don't need the first round. You know, they do their best work after the first round anyway, normally. If you had to say which round the 49ers tend to screw up the most in, I wouldn't actually say it's the first round. You know what? It's a little bit between the first and the second round because when you look at Solomon Thomas and Ruben Patterson, Mike McGlinchey to a degree, but Mike McGlinchey's I'm torn on Mike McGlinchey. You know, Mike McGlinchey's one of the best, and we like to. Kyle Shannon's offense is all about the run, and they got the guy they wanted for that reason because Kyle says, "I'm going to run. I need the best guy I can find to do that," and he looks at the pass blocking. He doesn't look so seriously, right? So maybe Mike McGlinchey's not to be considered a bad pick. Foster is. Dante Pettis. You know, you look at the position that they were picked in, and if they delivered it in the fashion they were supposed to. Javon Kinlaw, the jury's still out on Javon. We still got to wait on him. And, of course, I'm not trying to piss anybody off, but we still have to wait on also Trey Lance. He's got all the tools you need, but then so did Reuben Foster, so did Javon Kinlaw, so did Solomon Thomas. Everybody has tools, but can they use their tools? Okay. So, and then you go to the second round. As mentioned, was that Dante? It's like Fred in third round. Yeah. Most of the picks after the third round, if they didn't get cut, they turned out to be the best players on the damn team. Ambry Thomas, second round. Third round. Hey, Ambry's third round, right? Okay. Because Aaron Banks is trying to find his way. It's funny, huh? So, you want you know what? We want the first round because it's exciting. That's why you want to see the first round pick because everybody's going to be up there getting their picks and we're going to be sitting there watching. And all of a sudden we're going to see the 49ers. The 49ers have made a trade up into the first round and then your heart's going to stop. Who'd they do? Is it Jimmy? Is it, who else could we possibly first round pick? Oh, what am I talking about? Don't tell me, did they do what they got a first round pick? No, they didn't. No, not Deebo. Oh, because it got quiet about Deebo kind of yesterday, right? So, and you know what, though? What I'm going to do now is I'll represent today. I'll represent Big Show because my draft skills are nil because I don't watch college football enough because I don't have time to watch college football doing everything else I'm doing. So, I said, okay, I'll be fine. So we'll see. Anyway, after I say, I'm not getting, you know what? Shoot you. After I say, all you people are in a hurry to unload Jimmy, think about this for a minute. Trey Lance and Nate Sudfeld. That's all I'm going to say. Is that good enough for you? Man, I ain't even worried. That terrifies me. All right. Avatar, the rest of you advocates. Trey goes down. And let's face it, he went down twice in the preseason. He goes down, now there's Nate Sudfeld. You'll be laughing and talking trash then? Yeah, I bet you don't. Anyway, hey, Big Show. I'm repping Big Show this year. As I looked at his picks, I said, Big Show, you got this down, don't you? Are we ready for round one? I'm going to run down through this with you. And the Big Show, I'm sure he's watching because he said, Big Show's been in contact with me for the last 2-3 days, making changes every 15 minutes. Show, you're done. No more changes. It's over. I'm getting ready. I'm presenting it right now. Round one, pick 10 from, and this is the pick 10 from the Jets. Deebo Samuel, according to Big Show's thinking, is probably going to the Jets, right? So we're going to pick up draft picks. And this is actually round one, pick 10 from the Jets. Tyler Linderbaum, center from Iowa. Who needs a center more than we do? We don't even know right now. And now they're saying, speculation says that maybe we're going to lose Alex Mack. And you got Alex Mack missing. You got basically a rookie quarterback. You got Mike. You got a rookie left tackle. You got Trent Williams. We don't know what's going to happen on the right side of the line. Okay, you know what? Maybe this is going to work out. We're going to figure this out. They're going to figure this out. We're going to still win. I got to win, fam. I do not want, because of the fact that we didn't have personnel out there to win with, to be the case. So, Tyler Linderbaum, I did look up Tyler Linderbaum. He is like the best prospect in the draft this year, as far as for the position we need. We need a guard as well, but maybe we can get Linderbaum. It's pretty much a pure center, though. But you want to get a center / guard, but maybe get a specialist is okay. I wonder if can Alex Mack play guard? Did he play? I never did. But Alex Mack is going to be, I'm pretty sure, he could be a Hall of Famer. Round two, pick 35, also from the Jets. Sky Moore, wide receiver, Western Michigan. The 49ers, if Deebo is going to be the trade meat, they're going to get it. They're going to get a wide receiver in the first round because it seems to be that's their MO. If we lose a player, we're going to trade one, and that's for that same position that we lost, especially if it's a premium player like DeForest Buckner was, right? So, round two, pick 61, Cam Taylor, Brett, cornerback, Nebraska. Show's got common sense going on here, because these guys, you look at a guy like Cam Taylor, and you're figuring that's going to be the first shot in the second round because that is the position we've been hurting for years. Contrary to popular belief, we've lost with 10-point leads in the fourth quarter in huge games because we got smoked in the secondary. Yeah, I know Jimmy Garoppolo didn't do this, but damn. 10 points, fourth quarter with just minutes to go, and we got snatched. They went downfield on our ass, and the cornerbacks couldn't cover. Got beat twice. Last year in the NFC CG, should have won that game, and should have won that game with ease. Round three. Pick 69 would be what the Jets offered, and also round two pick in 2023, plus Elijah Moore. Show, man, you're fixing us up, man. I love it. Round three, also pick 69, Alec Pierce, wide receiver, Cincinnati. Show's beefing it up in the wide receivers. I know we got a lot of wide receivers in camp already, but got to go ahead and get that competition going in camp. Either, because last year, remember how many running backs we had? We had the guy from the Giants. He got beat out, but probably that was wrong because I think he's probably a better running back than. You know what? I'm going to give him another chance because, he's supposed to be better than that. When Trey was at Ohio State, he was the reason why Ohio State won that game against what team was that? Anyway, so we'll give him a little more time. And also, round three, pick 93, J.T. Woods, safety out of Baylor. Anytime you get a player out of the South, I'm already delighted, especially from Texas. This is just what they do in Texas. This is why it's so much fun beating the Dallas Cowboys. Also, round three, pick 105, Isaiah Likely, tight end, Coastal Carolina. You figure the 49ers have talked about this. If you watch the conversations been going on for the last month or so, the 49ers may be looking at a tight end. As high as a third round, maybe. Because George Kittle's going to miss a lot of time. That's just what he does. When he's out there, he straight nails. Like a lot of players we got. When they're out there, we're probably going to win. And if they're out there and they're healthy, we're probably going to win. That's just how good some of these guys are on this team. But George is probably going to miss some time because of his style of play. So Isaiah Likely tight end. Okay, sure. I like that. I like that. Let's move to round 4, pick number 134. Pierre Strong Jr. It's a halfback, South Dakota State. Because you figure, like, I don't know if the guy from Fresno is going to be on the team this year. He probably, with a couple of years' experience with the 49ers, maybe he's got the front row seat. I don't know, but you might as well bring in somebody to compete with them and see what they look like. So Pierre Strong Jr. We'll see. We'll see. Moving to round 5 because we're running out of time here. Round 5, pick 172. Andrew Stuber, offensive tackle, right tackle. He can do either one. This is what Sean and I have talked about this a lot too. You know, the 49ers go out and they get that left tackle from the prime schools for that, Notre Dame, Boston. And then they make him play. He's a left tackle. He's a stud left tackle where he is. He comes to San Francisco. He's got to play right tackle. And this is going to be the case. Trent's over at left. Nobody's moving Trent out. I don't care what school you go to. You're not better than Trent Williams. Come on in. Let's see if we can work you. Get your feet right for the right side. Because if you get a right tackle normally out of any school, he's probably not NFL material. I understand that. So, So that's pick 172, Andrew Stuber. Round 6, pick 187. I've heard. How do I pronounce his name? Isezi. Isezi Odamiwo, defensive end, Minnesota. There's a lot of some of these African players. I mean, the dudes coming off the edge. There's one in the first round you can get. I was watching. I did watch him. I forgot his name. These guys are terrorists coming off the edge. So, we shall see. He's out of Minnesota. That division's it's not a bad competition. And at 187, okay, round 6, we'll see what he looks like. Round 6, pick 220 is Jason Poe, offensive guard, right guard, Mercer. Because we got to get some offensive linemen in here. The thing is, the 49ers don't really need any more edge people, I don't think. But, you might as well bring one in to see if he is going to be able to beat out anybody. But if we brought in half offensive guards and half quarterbacks, I'd probably be okay with that. Because the wide receiver room is probably fine. What am I saying? I've been crying about speed. I still want a guy that can get respect when he comes off the line of scrimmage. If you can't be physical enough to stop him, once he gets into second and third gear, I want a panic in that secondary. So I know Deebo's good. I know Ayuk is good. Those are great route running guys. But I want that guy. I don't care if he can run a route. I just want to be able to know, can he do a go route and can he do it in 4-3? Okay. Now the secondary. Yeah. Because if you crowd that line of scrimmage, you're going to get smoked. That dude will be gone past you before you. It's like Marquise Goodwin used to kill me, threatening people. If you miss the cues, you're dead. If you go left, you go right, you're dead. Goodwin used to kill me, threatening. He was right. We had the best year as far as air yards. I think that was the best year. Kittle got over 1,000 yards that year. We were badass. Why? Because you made that secondary respect the speed. All right? So we got it. I still want one of those guys. So, we'll see what happens. I like this show. Round 6, pick 221, Brock Purdy, quarterback, Iowa State. It's a good school show. You know what, though? If he can come in and I'll play Nate Sudfeld, I'm fine with that. Nobody seems fearful of that, except for a handful of us. Guys. In fact, I might take a quarterback earlier than this. Nate Sudfeld is I've seen his work. And I watched just like the Eagles did in horror when he came in that year to end the game. The Eagles were actually doing well then. and just basically gave it away. I said, this, why are the Eagles bringing in this? Who is this guy? That's all I can say. Who is this guy? It was Nate Sudfeld. Next thing I know, he's in San Francisco because the Eagles coach came over to San Francisco. Well, I recommend bringing over Nate Sudfeld. For what? Anyway, Brock Purdy, quarterback, Iowa State. Round 7, pick 262, Chase Lucas, another quarterback. Arizona State got no problem with quarterbacks. Bring them CBs in. Let's get a look. And that is the Big Show rundown of what is needed by the San Francisco 49ers. Good job, Show. I checked out your people, man. I love it. So let's flash that on the screen. Oh, hey, Kirk, come here. Hey, so I hope Deebo stays, and we need a bookend with Bosa, in my opinion. Need that super dominant defense again. Yeah, hey, Kirk, thanks for the contribution. Kirk, we the defense, I think, even by committee on that other side, you've got several guys I think that could keep the pressure on. We could just alternate those guys. One of them is going to get hot. You got Ibukum, you got Jordan Willis. There's one more. Oh, you got Kerry Hyder. I think between the three of those guys, I think they can keep a lot of hell going on the other side. Because I'm thinking also Javon Kinlaw is looking good and strong. I'm thinking the Jags are on the clock. Whoa! I'm thinking we may be fine, Kurt. So I'm not really tripping on that yet. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Man. Jags are on the clock. I got a lag here due to the fact that I'm on NFL Network and also the YouTube lag. So, I tell you, Agent Hutchinson. Wouldn't it be great? Can you see Agent Hutchinson and Nick Bosa on opposite ends? Ooh, damn. If I'm the Jags, I take Aiden Hutchinson. Because if you're not taking a quarterback, what's number 2 on the list of things you absolutely have to have? You can beat people. I think they're going to go for Hutchinson. And is it Trayvon Walker? These are names that they've been talking about for a week, too. These are the red carpet guys, right? Wait, I'm still waiting, man. Watch. Anytime you're going to see it. Here goes Kyle and John. They got back in the first round. How'd they do it? That's the one to be the point that's scary. How did they get back in the first round? Because I don't suspect if we could get a first round pick for Jimmy, yeah, okay. But otherwise, man. But Brian called breaking news. Deebo spotted at Subway eating fresh. Not in my nature. A King's ransom, no worries, fam. Deebo will be Trey number 1 wide receiver. Man. Well, I thought he was working hard with Brandon Ayuk. Bam TV, Jack and his ghost, and also the ghost of Jack, and were both good too. 49ers 2000 news on Deebo is all BS. I think so. I don't see the 49ers trading Deebo. How stupid would that be? I mean, really. As I said, if I'm the owner, I tell John and Kyle, listen, I just want to know what you're thinking about Deebo because I don't want to hear anything about trading him. I would, because he's too good, fam. You're not going to get another Deebo. Teams all over the league are looking for a Deebo, and we're just going to give the Deebo away? No. He's just going to have to settle down, understand, look, Deebo, we can work this out. You got another year in your contract anyway. So we're not budging. You're going to sit down a year? You ain't going to sit out a year. Come on, man. Can't we sit down and work this out? I'd probably start to the point I'm pleading him. Oh, God. Pete Gorman, we can't pay him $30 million, though. I don't think he's asking for 30, and he knows better than to ask for 30. And there's other ways for him to make money besides the cap hit either, too. Your tribal chief, he believes the Niners are going to draft in the first. Karen Esquivel, yeah. Deebo isn't going anywhere. He's not. Remember, every year the media does this to us, right? They start talking and going nuts and saying anything just to get people's attention. Deebo's not. Mark Slaughter agrees Deebo's not going anywhere. He's not. Gamer and Ganja for life, 07-9er by nature, so you think Deebo wants to stay? Yeah, I don't. Actually, as I said, this is Deebo's team. You know, he's probably not interested in leaving, but he is interested in getting paid. And for those of us who've decided that Deebo's out of line for asking for money, we would be out of line for him, for getting on him for not asking for his money. He's not playing this game just to be for fun. This is what he does for a job, his occupation, his livelihood, his way to make a means and living. So, what I just didn't want is a bitter exchange between him and the 49ers is all I was worried about. Hey, Vader. See, Vader, per Lynch of last year, that they have already plans for both Bosa and Deebo. That's the other thing people keep ignoring. Everybody said, they ain't got enough money for this. They ain't got enough money for that. Why don't you just shut up and listen to what Don and Kyle are telling you? If they said they got enough money, they probably do. That's something you don't need to lie about. What are you lying about that for? You don't need to lie about it. I love watching fans as they're getting ready for their pick. Eagles. Okay. Niner Empire pick is in. It's been in for a while now. Brian Culp, you and Casey, man. Do you think we draft another punter? Oh, no, Casey's got a thing with Robbie Gould. Nobody grabs a punter until round 5, 6, or 7, right? Would the 49ers draft a punter this year to come in and compete with? See, I mean, it makes it. What if Mitch just beats the guy out, which he probably will, unless he's just really good? Man, I don't know, fam. Brian, I really don't know. That's a good question, though. I really do wonder, though, because the conversation about Mitch was not good. But Jim Garoppolo will be the quarterback next season. No one wants Jimmy. Your tribal chief. I love the way people sidestep the real reason behind Jimmy G not being. It's not about not wanting Jimmy. It's about good common sense. Why in hell am I going to use a draft pick on a quarterback that's not going to be able to play until July? He can't throw the ball until July. He doesn't know anything about my offense. I got to pay him $27 million. Can we think for just one moment? Would you do that? Would you do it? There goes Trayvon. Hey, they got Josh Allen and Trayvon's look Trayvon, you look happy, bro. Trayvon's sitting there like, I don't know, man. Wait, can they put my name back in the? Oh, I don't want to play for the Jags. There he goes. Big bad Trayvon. The Georgia Bulldog. And the Bulldogs had a great year. This is one of the reasons why. Christopher Franklin says, hey, Ronbo, been a while. Our first pick of the draft this year. 49ers. Hey, Chris, thanks for that contribution. Now, show me that film, man. This dude, man. Oh, Josh Allen and Trayvon on the same team. We don't have to play the Jags this year, do we? Oh, speed, power. agility, flexibility. Give me that quarterback. Oh. And you know what? Every now and then you find these kind of gems that maybe flew under the under. Treatment. Oh my God. He's a complete freak. Woo-hoo. Josh Allen and Trayvon on the same team. See, because like it would appear the AFC West is going to run the table, right? They may have to deal with the Jags. The Jags got too many first-round picks. We'll see what happens with it. Man. Okay, round 2. Are we getting a second pick? Lions are on the clock. And Red Eye says, even Trayvon was in a car accident? He ran into 2 parked cars. What was wrong with him? A scare? First thing I want to know is why are you running into parked cars? It's one thing about moving, but you're running into parked cars. I'm wondering, Trayvon, how'd that happen, man? But I said, and if Deebo Samuel plays like poop, God will put him lowering his value further. Yeah, I don't know. Does he know how to play like poop? Some guys, they don't know how to play like poop. You know? It would be out of character for him to play like poop, wouldn't it? I don't know, maybe. I can't imagine that, though. I mean, they play like they play. He'd have to be acting to play like poop, right? Is he willing to do that? I don't think Deebo's. I think the picture that's been drawn, a character assassination has taken place behind some of his actions, of which we're not really sure about, other than what the media steered. You know, the media steered that whole narrative the whole time. And Deebo kept popping in every now and then. Man, people kill me not know. Y'all, nobody knows what's really going on. The Lions, you're picking. Who? Aiden Hutchinson got that. They got that edge. They got that edge. You win number 2. You get to stay in Detroit and get that number 2 payday. God. Didn't he played for Harbaugh. Dude is dressed cold. But look at him, Jack. I like the attire. My God, that's cool. Taylor hit him right perfectly. Jesus, what is it? Look, message person. Let's go ahead and get rid of the message person. If you did it once, I'd probably not have any problem with it, but you did it too many times. We realize this. Chris says, I'm surprised the Poverty Lions didn't screw that up. Oh, edge rushers, right? Going first. That's why, as I said, you know, in the draft, you're not going for a quarterback. You're going for the edge rusher. You go for the anti-quarterback. So the quarterback or the anti-quarterback. That dude's finesse, power, great hands. Great hand technique. Oh. Boom, boom. Nick, you watching? Nick's probably saying, I learned the stuff he's showing you when I was like 14. Woo! Dang, boy. Hey, your tribal chief, I bet you're right. Sauce Gardner going number 3. It's either him or Stingler. I got to tell you, though, after watching both of them, Stingley does look good, though. And Sauce is getting all the love. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, win some ball games. It's good that he is from Detroit and he likes Michigan. Every Your mom made that jacket. It, I'm gonna be, your mom put all that in your jacket. And this guy's well versed too on the microphone. He's the kind of guy you want to talk to in interviews. He's probably gonna have that. He's gonna be the guy this year. You can tell. He's got that persona. Ah, dang, man. Trade 85. Nikki was our last great draft pick. Well, you know what? I gotta agree as far as level of good. Hey, Big Show, thanks for showing my mock, fam. Hope we get to see yours. No, I'm done. Show, I didn't have one. I'm hoping your picks come true. Just so we can say, see, I told you, Show knows what he's doing. Bob, I wasn't motivated for the draft this year because I just didn't. I got to have a first round to get involved, And as soon as I found out we didn't have a first round pick, I started I didn't know what was going to happen. And then the Deebo drama started, and I started to make a first round pick. But I do not want to trade Deebo. So, it would be hard for me to sit there and say, okay, well, I'm gonna trade Deebo up for the first round. I know we need a first round pick. Every team needs a first round pick. Deebo would bring you a first round pick in a heartbeat. I just couldn't stand it. So I'll let Show do it. And Show did a great job with it. He got all kind of picks for Deebo. But thanks, Show. Man. Tony Wright, I see you, fam. What's up? We're sitting there watching to see who's going to get what. Hey, Pickens. Jack, I saw your big bad rut, boy. First, I thought it was Pickens, like the quarterback, right? No, he's the other Pickens. I finally saw a clip. Damn, this is a machine. So, yeah. Pickens is not going to fall anywhere near 61. Even if the 49ers were to take a second round. We know what? The 49ers aren't. Here we go, the third pick's Texas. I knew it. I told you it was going to be Stingley or Sauce. I said I'd take Stingley over Sauce. And Sauce is sitting back saying, I told them people I was the best player in this draft. What is up with me going beyond pick number one? Sauce. And they're not going to put you over the food until about the second entree in the second round. Stingley, you need to be in a 49er uniform? Damn. Look at him. Got that time and got that Richard Sherman thing going on. See? Oh, did you see that hit? I need a quarterback that can lay people out. You know what got really tough toward I didn't know it was that tough. Ambry Thomas is a little lightweight self. Ambry was putting some hits on out there last year. Stingley, stick on him. He's like chewing gum on you. Got your little handsy, though. You get called for that in the NFL, though. You're a little too much bumping, too much. DS. You're sitting there, you're an NFL fan when you're in school or whatever, right? You're checking out all the teams. And if you're really good, you're going to one of them bad teams, That's the only thing. I'm Trayvon Diggs. I'm Trayvon Walker, and a Jacksonville Jaguars pick. Did you see Trayvon's face when they first picked him? He wasn't happy. Of course, you look at and then Aiden was just delighted to go to Detroit because that's his place. So well, the Texans are not going to give us a first-round pick for Jimmy, and they didn't go for Baker either. And like I said, how stupid you going to be to give up a pick for Jimmy? He ain't even going to be able to play for you until after July. And you got to pay him $27 million. People kill me with that. And we got a 6th or 7th round pick, but John and Lynch and Kyle are going to take a 6th or 7th round pick for Jimmy. You got the problem this. The 49ers, John and Kyle are going to, I don't know how they're going to go about doing this, but they're going to try to showcase Jimmy between sometime. They want something for him. Or else they say, like I'm saying, you got Trey and Sudfeld. Fam, the team needs to be careful, or else you could end up being the top of the draft next year. Hey, Abdallah Johnson, you're supposed to be watching the draft. You don't need to depend on me anyway. All I'm doing is watching like you. So you and United by Nature can team up on me all you want to, but I can give a rat's butt. Shit. Leroy Phillips here. Jets on the clock. Is this? Hey, here we go. Well, here's what's happening here. Hey, Bob Tim, you know what? A Frank Gore fathead might be the. You know what? That's an idea. I was thinking about sticking to QBs. And if I was going to go ahead and get. It's going to be a retired player. I'm done with modern day players because anything can happen anytime. So, yeah, Frankie Gore. Yeah, because I'm thinking. I still want to get Steve Young. We'll see. Barbara T, thanks, fam. Tell them other crackheads to step off. Brian Culp said, hey, what do you think about Adam Peters? When I watched what was going on in Denver, I remember that year we'd go there and play them and scrimmage them all the time. I'd say in the preseason, you know what? These guys always got, even the guys are going to cut, look like good ball players. Adam Peters is one of the reasons why we got the personnel we got. Because, remember, Elway sent Peters over because of the fact that he and John Lynch are good friends. So, hey, you ought to go on over and I'll be fine here. Help out my boy John. How they let Adam Peters go is beyond me. So, he got him. We got Adam Peters. In fact, if something happened to John, Adam Peters would be friggin' awesome. I like John, though. So I got no problem with that. This is the pick. This is the one we've been waiting for. The Jets are on the clock. Oh, what are they going to do with that 4th pick? But you know what? Everybody knows they weren't going to give up the 4th pick. No way. And we would have heard the 49ers name by now. What am I saying? We would have heard the 49ers name. And the Jets had the 4th pick, but they've traded with the San Francisco 49ers. They didn't say that. I just saw something flash on the Niners. Why did I see the Niners flash on the screen, though? I'm not sure what that means. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Jets fans will be livid. No, you know what? Zach Wilson. Did you see the interview with Jack Wilson yesterday? Wilson will be delighted to have Deebo. Yeah, give me that pick. Give me that pick. Leroy Phillips Sr., we safe, no trade with the Jets. Bab TV, no buy Deebo yet. God, what a layout. Look at all those bodies. Who do they take at number 4? This is going to be interesting. This is going to be extremely interesting. Yeah? That makes sense. You know what? Robert Saleh was going to take, between Sauce and Stingley, you knew he was going to take whichever one was left between the two of those guys. Sauce is tall, man. You can tell that dude's got some size. He's going to make a difference. Yeah, because their secondary. What do the Jets have coming off the edge, though? It's Sauce, man. What are you doing? You're going the wrong way. Sauce has got change of direction skills. I've never seen anybody jogging in. Sauce, you do that on purpose? He went the wrong way on purpose just so he can change direction and come back high speed. Sauce, come on, man. If I'm the coach, I'm a little concerned. And what was with that color of blue, man? God. See, you know I wanted Sauce too for the 49ers. This way we can say, oh, dude got sauced. Can't do it. Dang it. Do you have ideas? Watch out for the Carolina pick. I don't think they think they select quarterback. Jimmy G might be on his way to Carolina. Man, y'all kill me sending $27 million for a team to have to pay. They don't know nothing about your offense. They ain't going to be able to throw it till July. Hey, you know what, though? Jimmy's probably still better than what they got now. Even though he doesn't have, knows nothing about their offense and will have to be paid $27 million. Damn. Quarterbacks look good. Look at him, boy. Dude is look at that move. Oh. Yeah. If he talks trash, he will be fun. Jets, man. Jets, you guys look all sight. You should look pumped, Jets. After the last year you just had. Oh, man. Is this Sauce a trash talker? So, this was the plan. I just wasn't saying nothing. The charity is becoming the thing. Oh my God. I was worried about playing. His ego's huge. He's got a huge chain that says Sauce. Daryl Cool with the Panthers will not draft a quarterback at 6. I know, right? Give me a break. Hey, you know what, though? No, but there's no quarterbacks in this draft worth a damn. If you're going to get a quarterback, you wait till round 2. There could be one at the end of the round for round 1, though. Brian Cole, Jimmy G doesn't need to know the offense. He just needs to be healthy. You know what? That is the case. When he came to San Francisco, Jimmy G was dancing and prancing, looking like the Italian stallion. He didn't know the offense, but he was a bad boy. So, Brian, you got a good point. You know, if a team is looking at that and they say, I tell Jimmy, listen, I'm going to run the ball, but not to the degree that you were doing in San Francisco. I'm going to put this game and I'm going to put the fate of what goes on this team in your hands. right? Now, you're going to have a running back to facilitate you, but it's not going to be a dominant run game. Could you handle that? I think Jimmy'd love it, actually. Because you know what? Quarterbacks get into a rhythm. You need to keep throwing. You know, throwing every now and then and only on third down and something like that. When you look at the quarterbacks that are really great in the league, they're throwing the ball 30, 40 times every week, right? That's going to make you a better quarterback. Now, if you keep it less than that, you're going to have to be precise almost all the time. And, so that's why it could be. I don't think anybody's seeing how actually good Jimmy G could be. Albuquerque Turkey, too late, man. Texas already picked out. You think maybe second round? Maybe. And your tribal chief continues to say, I told you Jimmy Garoppolo and Deebo is staying. And for no other reason other than the fact the 49ers are not going to take anything less than a round 2 pick for either guy. Who's this guy over here? Sam Prince? All right, Sam, who's going to be? Jimmy Garoppolo, the 49ers. You can imagine that, but they picked up the 5th-year option on Jones. Oh, really? God, he looks awfully healthy, too. Post-heart transplant. How old is that guy for a heart transplant? Maybe it was something else that had nothing to do with anything more than just... Maybe he's born with some kind of condition or something? Make-A-Wish guy. All right, Sam. Look at you. Let's go, Sam. What do you got? I like this guy. The New York football team. Kayvon Thibodeau. Another edge rusher. New York is irritating, right? Giants and Jets. They're taking all the cream of the crop this year. And check out the suit. These guys look like entertainers. Well, I guess they are a little bit. He kind of looks like LeBron James from that angle with that beard. They got a similar look. They shaved the beard, maybe because they shaved the beard the same. LeBron James probably could have played football. Would have been a hell of a tight end, right? Trade day 5. Sorry, that's not true. Can't win with Jimmy. Can't win without him. Look at the record of how many games we won with Jimmy and how many games we won without Jimmy. I love to mess with y'all because you gotta come at me with facts, and then I ain't gonna bother you. But that is not true. It's just not. Oh man. Look, this dude is loving it. Go Sam. Look at Sam. Sam's gonna be contained. I love this guy. Sam is the quintessential Giant fan. Representing. 6'4", 254. He's got, you know what though? He's got that weight. Nowadays, I guess edge rushers, he could put on probably a few more pounds, though. 254, offensive linemen may be able to deal with him. Well, you know what? The quickness is going to help him, though. Yeah, you have to count that speed. Could that be that could be the edge of the future though? Because they could be more like linebackers, but just taller and got bend. Because he's killing that offensive line. Killing that offensive line. Oh my God, he's around there like a bullet. Oh. Mm. Ooh. Oh, nice move. See, some of that stuff, some of these guys can work on, but you wonder if they can be taught that stuff. Not Empire 55 early for Thibodeau. You think so, huh? You know, as I say, it's about quarterback versus anti-quarterback. This year, nobody wants the quarterbacks in the first round. Get guys who can stop the quarterbacks in the first round. It makes sense. Quarterbacks are probably sitting back thinking, man, I am not as bad as the rest of them quarterbacks, man. I need to be a pick in the first round. I don't understand this stuff. Jimmy can't win it. But really, think about this, Jim. How many times were in a big game where we had a lead in the fourth quarter? This is why I say I don't understand why it has to be all about one person on the team. And why I say that is because is another quarterback going to be able to do better? Because the fact is, if I got a lead in the fourth quarter with only minutes to go, I need the defense to make those plays. The best teams, look what happened to Mahomes in the Super Bowl before us. The defense kicked his ass. You need that because defense is going to win every year. You know, we got killed in the fourth quarter also because of the fact that Aaron, what's that guy we had? The Chiefs were coming off the right side of that ball with no problem whatsoever. Now, that's the defense that killed us. You know, that's why I think, hell yeah, Jimmy could have played better. But I think as a team, there were some problems all over the field. Tippett, I have no idea. The venom turn against Garoppolo, I've always stood up against because it's bullshit. It really is. You can only do so much from one position. It's 11 guys versus 11 guys. Hopefully, next year, I'm not going to be the guy that's going to say anything, but when we get in there, and Trey's going to get in there, he's going to be fine. But there's going to be days when he's not going to have control of the outcome of every game. It's just not. Quarterbacks can only do their job. They do it well, but you got to have also backup from the rest of the guys on the team. You can't do it by yourself. Can't. No quarterback can. Yeah, this guy Thibodeau. I did. Some guys are so much in the spotlight. You know who they are. Thibodeau was a name. Every guy they've mentioned so far, everybody knows about him. Sauce, Stingley, Thibodeau, Hutchins. Everybody knows about those guys. But the 49ers know about the other guys that are not being talked about. Every time, it's like I said, that year that I was crying about, I forgot what position it was, but Big Show was telling me, we don't need this because we could get Fred Warner. Fred Warner? Big Show, who's Fred Warner? he's just first team All-Pro is who Fred Warner is. Oh, my God. So, And so I remember my mock draft had Dante Pettis. You know what? Dante Pettis fooled a lot of people, though. Pettis had moves, fam. The dude was good in school. We're talking about the NC2A leader in kickoff returns. We tried him at kickoff return. He couldn't do it for the 49ers. Although I did think we had something in Pettis in that first game. Remember that first game against the Vikings? And Pierre Garçon, I don't know what he was doing, but Pettis was circling around deep in the end zone. Jimmy threw past Garçon, who was double covered, into the back of the end zone, and Dante made this incredible catch. I said, I think we've got ourselves a wide receiver. That was almost his last game. Well, you know what? With Pettis, I think he kept getting hurt. And then after the second or third time, remember he got hurt, he got stretched out for like 3 or 4 weeks. Then he got hurt again. I think Pettis isn't into pain. And I understand that. I mean, you're getting stretched out like that because the wide receiver is vulnerable to those kind of hits all the time. And Pettis was laying out for a couple of times. I think he kind of lost his heart after that. So, Pettis the dude can run route. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Well, they're taking their own selection. No trade there. The Panthers select. Ikem Ekwonu. Ikem Ekwonu. So things are not going to schedule, although the Panthers were pretending to look at quarterbacks. Ooh, the third. God. Daniel Jeremiah had him the third best player in this draft. The last time anybody got that much respect was Quentin Nelson over at Indy. Wow. Kyle Shanahan sitting back thinking, crying. A road grader. Because Vader, do you think the Seahawks are taking the first quarterback? Maybe because where do the Hawks pick? Vader, that's a good question. Maybe. Big Show, Pettis was A.J. Jenkins 2.0. God. Pettis was he just looked so good, though, Show. And Bab TV, Kyle is to blame, not Jimmy, not our defense either. No, the thing why I keep asking for quarterbacks. We got beat in the Super Bowl and NFC Championship the same way. Both times we got beat downfield. Kowalski team makes that catch against the NFC We're in the Super Bowl, and most likely, I think they win it. But you still need Trent Williams to be healthy, but he wasn't. But we were still getting work done, right? And then, of course, the Super Bowl, you got Richard Sherman. We wouldn't got Richard Sherman because of what he could do. Sammy Watkins smokes him twice. Tyreek Hill gets loose downfield. Although I still say the refs gave that up because Nick was about to drop Mahomes. And so that's what pissed me off the next year because now the calls are being made because Nick Bosa's getting held. The calls are being made the following year. And, of course, Tampa Bay just steamrolls the Bucks. That sucked. So, but the 49ers, if there's anything I do have a problem with Jimmy Garoppolo is he will somehow end up getting hurt. If he wasn't hurt this year, I think even with everything that happened, I think Garoppolo still wins. Because he beats the Rams at will every time he plays them. It's just it's what he does. But, you got to have an offensive line with a guy that's got a bad shoulder and a bad hand. It's all right. We'll get another shot. Because the window for this Super Bowl team, you figure how old is Kittle? We got 3 years. I mean, a minimum of 3 years. The window stays open. You know what, fam? I'll tell you what, though. If Javon Kinlaw is healthy this year, and he comes through like I'm hoping he does, that defense could be really wicked because they've got so much depth, and it's quality depth. So, we'll see. I know, man. The mighty. I still gotta have Deebo though. I gotta have him. Gotta have Deebo. Yeah, if you get, there's another thing. If I'm going to pick out a quarterback between Jimmy and Baker, Baker gets paid how much? See, nobody interested in paying 27 million. Jimmy's getting paid a lot less. He'd probably go ahead at Baker because Jimmy's already proven he's most likely going to win most of the time if he's out there if he's healthy. But if he's not healthy, Jimmy's not going to. It's 50-50. He's going to have a lot of support. Italian Chulo. Y'all think we're getting the number 10 pick? It's coming up fast, too. We're at pick number 7 already. It's all about the defense. There's been one offensive player, and he's one of the best in the draft. But everybody's going for the defense. That's how you win games. You can quarterback who you want to, but the quarterback's going to get killed by the defense. If the defense is good, that's what you do. And it's so funny because the defense now, these guys, big, strong, and quick. Look at the size of this dude rolling down the hallway. 6'7". A slim. 337 pounds? WTF? What did his mama feed him? Good God. Ooh. What kind of offensive line is going to stop him? Trent Brown would have a hell of a time trying to deal with this dude. And Trent Brown gonna have trouble, no damn body, but he'd have trouble with this dude, Trent, man. I want to see you play against this guy, man. Whoo! He is lean. Hey, is this the guy we were looking at? Who is this guy? I think this is the guy we were looking at before the season ended. And everybody said he was going to be a first-round pick. I think that's the guy. Look at him. Oh. Oh, he's offensive tackle. No wonder he's outside back. I said, man, I got that confused. I was wondering. What? I couldn't understand that clip. No, he is defense. Offensive line? No, that's the offensive line. Okay. See, that big and athletic. That's what we're trying to get Aaron Banks down to. Yeah. Ooh! What? Oh my God! Look at that skill. This is just showing off, though. You got guys that are 5'10", nothing but flexibility and no fat on their body at all can't do that. That's scary. So if you're 14 or 15 years old, you're a big kid, work on becoming if your dad's a big guy, you got genetic structure, just eat and drink your protein, take your vitamins, and lift heavy, and become big. You'll be a first-round pick if you got some skills. Everybody wants an offensive lineman to deal with the defense. Vader, Atlanta for a quarterback? Not these quarterbacks. There's no quarterbacks in there, Vader, that anybody's going to spend a first-round draft pick on. They're going to get a wide receiver. They're going to get one of them speed dudes. I just know it. Here we go. The first speed dude comes off. Tony Wright, I know you're watching, man. Yeah, this is your guy coming up. But they got to get a pass rush. Tony's been talking about defense forever. They just picked up. Here comes Vader. Here you go. We're gonna find out about the seat. Ah, wouldn't Evan Neal have been able to help? But they had to get Justin. You can't get Justin Fields and Evan Neal. Let's go ahead, Falcons. Seahawks. You know what? It's like they're saying though. You got rid of you let your quarterback go. You might want to get a quarterback. And there is one quarterback out there that does remind you of Russell Wilson, from what I understand. I did see a clip on him the other day. I didn't see any resemblance between him and Russell Wilson. No. See, Russell Wilson, quarterback, it's a lot to do between the ears. You know, because when you look at Tom Brady doesn't have a lot of athletic gifts, but his mind is as shrewd and cunning as it gets. The Falcon selection is... Ooh, they got Drake London. They got the guy that's been compared to Larry Fitzgerald. Oh, big, strong, playing tall ball. Hey, Tony is not happy because Tony wanted a defense. But you lost Ridley. You know they're going to do this. SC Sports Talk. That's up. Hey, how's your day going so far? It's going okay, fam. You know, I'm like everybody else, the 49er fan. We're watching to see if the 49ers are going to trade up into the first round. Okay, we've already got down to a point soon where you probably figure it's over. Because in that number 10 pick, that might be the line. But you never know. Because the Panthers have another pick, and they might want a quarterback, and they might want Jimmy. It's like Brian Young did bring something to my attention a little while ago that's absolutely true. Jimmy don't need to know your offense. You give him the ball and tell him it's his team, go for it. Could be interesting. Maybe they do that because everybody saw what Jimmy looked like in 2017. Jimmy didn't turn to the Jimmy we see now until Kyle starts saying, all right, here's how my offense goes. and you know, maybe that offense is not something every quarterback is going to flourish at, you know? But we still won. I mean, we still won games. So I don't know. Oh, hey, Tony Wright, man, they're looking for another Julio. Look at that catch radius. Look at that. Oh. See, we need this kind of. We do need a tall receiver. You know. Ooh, oh. Is it? Look. Oh, he's got that Jalen. He's got that Jalen Hurd in him. Oh, don't do it. Oh, look at that basketball jam. God. Why I can't get somebody like this? He went up and did a God, oh my God. Slam dunk. That boy's got athleticism out the world. Oh, God. Tony, you got something there, man. Why is it that the Falcons always get these kind of receivers? This is all the time with them. What the? Ain't even right. That is not right. This guy's funny. He doesn't know what to say. He doesn't even know how he's going to do this interview right now. Ooh, him and Kyle Pitts on the field at the same time, man. Oh, my God. This is the nucleus of a young and upcoming stud-ass team, man. Pitts and tight end, and Pitts ain't nothing but a tight end wide receiver. Ooh-wee. Damn. I got Pitts in the slot. I mean, I got London in the slot, Pitts outside. Or I could go opposite way. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, man. That is that. God, Jesus. Damn. I remember I saw this guy about a month ago. I said, Drake London, huh? Wow. Wow. Well, Jay Blizz, apparently, I don't really need to know what I'm talking about. You just watching. I guess you just watch this and criticize. Have it. Knock yourself out, baby boy. 25, I like. That's funny. The ninth pick, the Seattle Seahawks select the pizza delivery driver for Papa John's. Hey, because you know the Hawks are kidding though, right? The Hawks said they were happy with the guy from Denver. Of course, you got to say that, in order to make people think that you don't want to know what you're going to do. So every now and then, somebody ought to tell the truth, though, to make that work. Hey, yeah, Mariota will be throwing to. You know what? I got to tell you though, Mariota, he maybe just needed to change the scenery. That game that he played with the Raiders, damn, he looked good. So Jose Julian. See, but Jose, he may be the next Mahomes. Lance will be fine, but he ain't the next Mahomes. This is why I reserve judgment. I said, you know what? I don't know what he's going to be like. I mean, so far he looks like he's an athlete. He can do this, he can do that. But I don't know what he's going to be like. But I'm not going to say anything bad about him because I don't know what he's going to be. I can't say anything he's going to be great because I don't know what he's going to be. So to say he's not going to be Mahomes, who knows? Maybe he might be better than Mahomes. Wouldn't that be crazy? But just to say he's going to be awesome, I don't know. You need to hate Jimmy to a certain level to just decide that Lance is going to be the next great thing because you're not even thinking about it. You don't care if he goes out there and plays and gives you a few throws or not. He is going to be the next better than Mahomes or better Mahomes. Hopefully he is. I ain't rooting against it. I'm just saying. I need to see something before I make that conclusion. Man, one thing I do like about our team, though, most of the guys have all played together. What I don't like is a bunch of new people, and we built this year's team. Well, pretty much we just decided to go ahead and pay the people that we built. I mean, that's why brick by brick means so much because you build your team over a number of years, you bring them up to a certain level. Our coaching staff's been great. You get them to a certain speed. Now you got to pay them. So that's why we don't go crazy in free agency every year because it wouldn't make sense. That was your whole point in the first place is to avoid having to look out for free agents and you don't know how they're going to fit into your program. You don't know how effective they're going to be. But if you got guys that you got to repay like Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, Deebo, these are the products that you brought in and you started from scratch and you trained them to be who they are. They know the system. It's always ideal to do anything but what the Rams are doing. Hey, where are the Rams today? But the Rams say we want to. It's pick. the Hawks even passed. The Hawks even passed on a quarterback. Quarterbacks in this year's draft was just saying, it's Drew Lock and Geno Smith. The Seahawks are going to get quarterbacks sometime. A lot of people are going to get quarterbacks somewhere during the draft. Yeah, the Seahawks, because the Seahawks are all about that defense. That's pretty much, and in the beginning, Russell Wilson was on the field, but it was all about that defense. That defense was the reason why the Hawks were winning week after week. They just kept they just kept giving the ball back to Russell. No matter what he did wrong, don't worry about it, we got you. Legion of boom. Man, they would just give that ball back to Russ every time. That's why I hated playing the Hawks back then. Because man, I mean, that's back when we was like Harbaugh's team was Harbaugh's team was just straight money. But when he played the Hawks, it's going to be rough. And it wasn't about Russ. I mean, Russ was okay, but Russ wasn't the biggest problem. Peter says, hey, Trey will be Trey and how Kyle game plans for him. Well, that's what Kyle does. Well, see, that's the thing. Kyle kind of removes your identity and fits you into what he wants you to do. That's what Matt Ryan's problem was with Kyle when he first came. Because Kyle he's a brilliant guy. You need to do as he says to do. But I don't mind that Kyle, because he does know what he's doing. And as I said, 2 out of 3 years, we were in right there knocking at the door. But Kyle, at some point, he needs to be able to temper what he does, tone it down, give the kid leeway, but also remember his skills, and let that be the case too. If you can do that, then I'm really going to call you a genius. Don't take away from that player in order to implement your program. Use what he can do to implement the program. So we'll see. Maybe Kyle learned a lesson with Jimmy. Maybe he will allow Trey to freelance a little bit. Allow him to make up his. I understand it because Kyle, they work hard during the week on the game plan and what they want to do, and they know it's going to be effective because this is the same guy that told George Kittle, as a lot of the 49ers buy into what Kyle's doing because of the fact that it works. Because remember that year that George said, yeah, coaches told me to go out. He explained what Kyle told him to do, and that's an easy 40-yard gain. It was 40 yards to the friggin' step. That kind of magic, I just do what he says. I'll be fine. So, The map crow. Niners going to play chicken with Deebo's agent, who is causing all this drama. How come we don't hear anything? Media doesn't say anything about the agent. They never do, though, do they? The media never says anything about the agent. They always mention the player's name because I guess nobody knows if you mention the agent's name, nobody's going to know who the agent is. Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. He just mentioned Deebo. There's one guy that kind of reminds you of Deebo. Maybe, let's see. There was one guy that was showing you, he's got Deebo's moves. He's physical. Because if the 49ers were on the clock, they'd be on the clock right now, right? At number 10. Italian Chulo says it's a trade. Fresh Chaz says no trade. Ken Martin says Deebo. Red Eye, of course, says what's the obvious. Trade symbol would show up already. I know. Man, how many more picks the Jets got in the first round? I always, because the Browns, remember the Browns every year own the first round? They just control the draft. Who you taking, Jets? There goes that wide receiver. Hey, who's the guy? Who's the Deebo clone? Remember, I wanted Corey Davis in the draft. Remember that? I tell you what, man, I would have been right on Corey Davis. I missed on Pettis. Well, I know talent. Oh, no, he didn't say that. Daniel Jeremiah, is Garrett Wilson the top receiver in this draft? Zach. Is this guy got... I know. Well, this is about as low as anybody would anticipate. But it's not over yet. We're in the first 10 picks. The 49ers don't care probably if they can get any first-round pick. But then again, at this point, it's not productive. Boy, this dude is jamming. How fast is he? Hey, is this one of them 4-3 dudes? He's quick. He got them. Oh, look at that. He's up in the man's. His knees is in the defender's face. Get that IQ ability to go up. Ooh, him and Sauce going to be the same camp. Oh, my God. That would be fun to watch. Oh, he's 4'3". Oh. And he's got route running skills. Kyle. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Ooh. He's not that big, though, is he? This is the guy. Show, did you talk about this guy? Man, this is the guy, Show. This is the guy. He's playing for the Jets. Mike T, see, don't listen to the media too hard. We don't know that Deebo doesn't want to play for us. Deebo just wants to get paid. There's usually want to get paid and not liking a team. You could be in love with a team, but they don't want to pay you. You ain't gonna be happy with that. Jashawn, where's that? There he is. Jashawn, what's up, fam? Is it? What up? Happy drafting. Seahawks needs every offensive line to protect them. Jashawn, thanks for that contribution. The Hawks are doing it again. They never look at the offensive line. They should have got that. If they learned anything since Wilson left, all beat up and battered and broken, and one of the reasons why he couldn't wait to get out of there is the Hawks were never going to invest in offense. The Hawks are all about the defense, and the quarterback will just have to do whatever he can. But the Hawks want to stop you. They're not really overly concerned about their offense. That's why they had Marshawn Lynch. It was the perfect chemistry. The defense was pure hell. They had Lynch killing people running the ball, and Russell Wilson on occasion dotting the I's and crossing the T's with a pass. And yeah, they won a Super Bowl. But that's what it takes, you know. But not the second time, as Belichick said, okay, you're going to pass the ball here? Oh, let me introduce this kid. His name is Butler. See that? I knew you guys were going to run that play. Malcolm, cut it off. See, that's what you got to have to win Super Bowls. It comes down to the end of the game. Everybody has to be focused I mean, flaming hot red. If any mistakes are made, you lose. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. Everybody's got to be on the same focus page. Miracles are going to happen, but it's usually going to be because the defense did it. And if they fail, you lose. And that year, the Hawks did lose. That was pretty funny. Remember the Hawks actually tried to get into a fight at the end of that game? I loved it. Woo. Well, we could be surprised. Something could happen. Get over the Niners. Niners have a better chance at Watson. George Pickens will be gone soon. George Pickens, man. Remember, because every time Jack called in, he wanted to talk about George Pickens. And, I hadn't been watching. I seen George Pickens yesterday. George Pickens is going within the next 5 or 6 picks. George Pickens, well, that's a monster. An absolute monster. You see, if you have a George Pickens, now you don't have to ask Deebo to run the ball. And he wants to get paid, but he doesn't want to be a kick returner and running back. Dude will get injured like Christian McCaffrey. Anthony, see, that's a good point. And he probably wants to be, in case, it's almost taking out an insurance policy with guaranteed money. If you're going to ask me to do all this, I need to make sure that I'm going to be financially safe. That's why I said I'm not mad at that. I understand that. But you've got to get a running back that's going to go in there and take some of that pressure off of Deebo so he doesn't have to run as much. You know? So I don't I can't be mad at Deebo for asking for money. I just wish they'd go about it a little more. Well, you know what? Like I said, Deebo may have dug this hole for himself to some degree by saying don't even offer me. I mean, he was speaking angry, but some of the rest of the things that have been said, I'm not sure about all of it. His brother needs to shut the hell up, though. He ain't helping none. And is that his brother and cousin? Yeah, they don't. I doubt rather seriously whether Deebo's agent is telling them what's going on either. Wouldn't it be funny, though, if Deebo did end up being paid more than Tyreek? And then Deebo would feel so silly after that. Deebo, every year, usually after the draft, because we focus all our energies and time on the draft, and then we go to our people and pay them. We thought you'd probably know we were coming to get you, and you went wild on us. What was that about? My door's always open. Deebo Samuel, why did you do that? God. So, Trey Lance Deebo is a playmaker that's much more than just a wide receiver or a running back. Dude needs the ball anyway. You can get him in. I agree, If you're going to ask him to do these things, fine, because he does them really well. But just go ahead and give him what he needs. What is this? Saints, what are you doing? Who are these people? What? Amazon Prime is going to be running Thursday night games now? This is a. That's what I thought that was Tony. NFL, what are you guys doing? This is the money they're talking about that's going to be rolling in next year for the NFL. Politically, guys, you got to worry about this. The Amazon owner is not real popular right now. Yeah, Amazon's been running. Amazon Prime. I guess they're taking over completely now, though. Uh-oh. George Pickens. Is Pickens about to get picked up now? The players don't want to play on Thursday night football. That's really rough, you know. Sunday, then come back Thursday. Your body's still hurting from Sunday. You get 1 or 2 days to heal up and go back Thursday night. You only got to do it once a year, but still. Deaderhead Elon Musk will buy Amazon. I mean, Elon says, I'll buy everything, man. I'm buying Twitter. Elon's got to get voted on, though. He's not going to change policy on Twitter. He's got to get a lot of votes before he's actually fully accepted. Ready to go. Deebo's overrated. Ready to go. He wasn't overrated. That we went 3-5, went to 4-5. Deebo's ran over your Rams team. Ran over them. Abused them. Chris Olaves, oh my God. Oh man. This dude. Michael Thomas is coming back this year. But Michael Thomas has got that time, that I've been in the league too long body thing going now. He'll play a few weeks. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, what's this guy's 40 time? Oh my Lord, another 4-3. Dude, he's almost a 4-4, but 4-3-9, I'll take it. Kyle, all the speed guys are leaving. I need separation downfield. I need a guy that the quarterback can just fire. He ain't got to think, just fire. Put it in a spot, and you know that dude's going to be there. Damn. Saints, boy, y'all. And the Saints are still beating Tom Brady. But that's about the defense again. That Saints defense is ridiculous. It was last year. I mean, they didn't have no offense last year, and they were still. No, that was 2020. No, it was this year. What am I talking about? Yeah. Remember, it went down to the wire with us and the Saints as who's going to get that spot or positioning in the playoffs. We almost got eliminated because of the Saints. Look at him getting that space. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Ooh, Sertan, too. Look, oh my God. Pick up your jock oh, that was nasty. Ooh, damn. Oh. That's the kind of thing where you get embarrassed as a corner or defensive back. You grab your hamstring like you pulled. That way people say, oh, if he wouldn't have pulled his hamstring, he would have stayed with that play. No, he wouldn't have. Ain't nothing wrong with his hamstring. He got embarrassed is what he got. Ted Gibbs Jr. Damn. Michael Thomas tweeting immediately. Man. That's right. You got to have the guy that can get down the field, Kyle. Hey, Rudy's up in there. Niners stuck with Deebo, who doesn't even want to be. That's not true, Rudy. He wants his money, not necessarily not want to be a 49er. He doesn't want to even be in Santa Clara and not be a wide back anymore. He's not worth a huge contract if he's just playing wide receiver without run plays. Hey, Rudy. You play a football player because what he brings to the table. You don't decide if he can't do this, then we're not going to pay him, or if he can't do that, we're not. He's all good. He was a good receiver. In fact, I didn't get over 1,000 yards. Yeah, he got him on his own. It was all about yak, but hell, that's why I like him. Yeah. The Vikings got involved. See, the Lions have so much capital because they're so sorry. Eagles and Texans. The quarterback is going to go. Hey, Vader, looks like a quarterback's going to go a little earlier than we thought. Oh. 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 See, we're watching all that activity, right? We're not involved. 4. The Lions select. They took Jameson. They took Jameson Williams. They took that wide receiver. I know Jared Goff is sitting there. Jared Goff is like laying on the floor face down, right? In fetal. No, sir. Jared Goff's laying in fetal position saying, again? What did they do for you, Jared? They gave you maybe what has been said is probably the best wide receiver in the draft. Red suit and all. You just got Jameis. How healthy is he right now? See, that's how, wow. How tall is Jameis? Man, that's crazy. What is Bama has the best wide receiver just about every year. So if you're a great wide receiver in high school, you try to get to Bama, I guess. Did you see him check himself out with that hat? Jameis, man, you're going to Detroit, but you know what? It's looking good over in Detroit. You got Aiden over there. Who else did they pick up so far? Oh, this is only a second pick, huh? Ooh. Six 1.5 with ludicrous speed. Oh. Look at him. Doing Deebo's favorite play. Dang. Oh, look at that. Then he turns into Randy Moss. He gets the ball. It's over. He's out of here. Oh. Look at that secondary guy. Dude, stop embarrassing yourself. Oh, my God. He is fast. He's got that no-joke speed. He really is that fast. It ain't about pro day lies. You can't run with equipment on. Look at the footwork. Ah. Yeah. Should be back soon. All these guys are few words. You know, they just came to play ball, okay? Except for Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson's going to be on the mic someday or in the booth. You can tell. A lot of activity going on. Ain't no red, ain't no logo, ain't no 49er logo in there. Damn Lions did themselves really, really well. Is James going to be better than Drake London? Is that right? Drake, is that him? Yeah. All the top talented speed at the wide receiver position is leaving. Our turn is tomorrow. Should be fun. NG49 is right. Deebo is better than Cooper. Man, come on, man. Although it's not, there's not a big gap. Before this last year, there was no comparison. But man, oh man. Black man, you think John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan have been doing a bad job? But you think about the personnel we got, though. We've been winning with that personnel, though. So I don't know. I don't know. It's hard for me to get up with that picking on Lynch and Shanahan. Because remember, they built that team from scratch. And they've competed for the last. Yeah, they've competed since 2019. Basically, there should have been 3 years of hardcore competing. And that jinx still hangs over our head. You know, the 49ers every other year, it seems. Hopefully everybody doesn't go down to injury this year. Because if you look at 2018. Oh, the Lions trade? The Lions traded up, right? In order to get Jameson. Because well, I know whoever they traded would drop back twice, 2 spots. Was that Philly? May have been Philly. But when you look at how the team's been assembled, I got to give John and Kyle credit. And also making sure that they kept good coaches in the wings at all times. You know, bad luck is bad luck. You can't blame them. You just how the dice roll. But you got to get there in order to have a chance to win it, and they've done a good job of doing that. Hopefully, they can keep it up this year as well. Jermaine Johnson. All right, here we go. Yeah, the Eagles and Texans. Ravens aren't going to get Jordan Davis. Ooh. Hey, Texas go down to 15. Eagles leapfrogging for 13. Ooh, a 4th and 2/5 to move down 2 spots. God, Eagles. Oh, man. Wait a minute. That better be a girl. Yeah, okay. Is that a girl? That was not a guy that skipped out to the. It is a dude. Dude, you cannot be skipping. Oh! No, it's got to be a girl. It is a girl. Couldn't tell with that cap on at first. God, it's weird. This is the first year in how many years watching the draft, and we're not involved in the first round. First round was so exciting, so intense. Damn. Ooh, I know, man. 49ers. Jordan Davis, more defense, more defense, more defense. Look at this dude, man. It's a man mountain. Nobody, they hug him. They get to the middle of his back at best. Not even the middle. It maybe, there's one guy that got to the middle. That's a wide dude, man. Offensive lineman looking around, well, you just got to work on your technique is all you can do. Otherwise, you're going to get hurt out there. Look at the face. He already looks like he's ready to hurt somebody. Damn. And these guys, they weigh 340, 350, 360, and they look lean. They look solid. They look big, but I don't see any fat there. Javon Kinlaw, man, I thought you was the biggest man in the NFL, but you know what? There's some guys about your size, ain't there? Still got our own big guy, though. Javon is huge. I know, right? Ross, you could tell. Guys, Goodell's going to. Didn't somebody hurt him one year? Yeah, that jersey. That looks like a handkerchief for him. He can't put that on. He's thinking you got to get a bigger jersey than this, man. This looks like a napkin. Oh, yeah. Double team. Oh. Oh, look at lateral. Oh. Big man ain't supposed to. Oh, my God. Damn, he gets. Oh. Every bone crushing. And the dude is fast. Another CP or CF. A complete freak. Hey, Georgia, how many people has Georgia put in the NFL already today? Is that 2 or 3? Eagle fan, calm down, man. Y'all ain't going nowhere. You got to deal with Dallas. Dallas has lost so many people this year. It's going to be interesting to see what they look like this year. I can't wait. And we need to move to the second round to get Roger McCreary. Mike Short, what's up, right here? What up? Hey, just working the hell of it. Can be. We get a. I know. No. Okay, this lady's got to be standing on a box. Philly just got their next Fletcher Cox. Fletcher's gonna be looking at him. Well, who you think you is? With your young butt, I'll beat you. But man, you better not. If I see you step out of line one time, I'm gonna be all over you. Rodney, otherwise known as Ice baby. Hey, will you give my 9 assists, one Elizabeth Grace, a Niner shout out? She's a hard core to the core fan. Hey, Liz, what's up, Liz? Oh, let me give you that big Liz. Are you ready for the big shout? This is our year, Liz. This is it. They can do all they want to in this draft. It don't matter what they do. There's nothing that's going to help them. We're coming in like a Mack truck with no brakes, knocking everything down. Ravens. Did somebody just say something about Kyle Hamilton? And he ain't dropping down to the second round? You was right. Wait, San Francisco. Oh, I see. Why'd they put our logo up there? I see our logo. How come? I think we're on the clock, fam. Wait a minute. How come? What does that mean? This screen is too. I think I think they're talking about something else. Kyle Hamilton said, y'all keep throwing the ball down here, then, Jack. See, quarterbacks like that, they got that Richard Sherman gene in them. You know, you can go ahead and throw the ball at him because he ain't got no 40 speed and end up getting your feelings hurt. Yeah. Ready to go? You ain't got no first-round pick for the next 20 years, man. Stop talking. Niners are soft. They beat us one time in the last 2-3 years, and we're soft. See, that's ready to go. When you say things like that, it reflects on you. Because if we're soft, after total domination, and you finally slipped and got one, granted, I understand it was the biggest one to get, but you finally slipped and got one, because you know damn well if Kwaski makes that catch, you'd be still it'd be 6-7 in a row. All right? So let's not get silly. Not about nature. I didn't say we were on the clock. I just said I was looking. I saw our name flash. I wanted to know what it was about. I've seen this before, okay? I'm not new to the draft. Put your shoe in your mouth and be quiet. Ravens are back in the first round again. Ravens. Ready goes at Ready goes at his best. Rams don't need first round picks. What a clown. You know what I mean? You guys got lucky once. I bet you guys get trashed next year. You guys got to go through the same thing everybody else does after the Super Bowl. A lull. And then you wish you had a first round pick the next year, because then you suck going into the next season with no first round pick. That's when that's when it starts to go south on you. You don't ever use your draft picks. You don't ever get prospects in and farm them up yourself. You continue to work the free agency route until when that runs out. No draft picks and no first and every guy you got, you're overpaying. Hollywood Brown just got traded to the Cardinals. Ooh. Kyler's got speed on his, and he knows him. See? Hey, Tony, this is a guy you told me about, right? This is a guy. Oh, were you telling me some guy from Baylor? Was that A&M? Somebody told me about this guy. See, another guy. It's all about the run game. Ooh, look at him stepping. That running back is part of it, too. That running back reminds me of JaMychal Hasty with them jump cuts. Oh. It's that guard, though. That guard is sealing. Sealing. I'm trying to remember the last time I saw an offensive. Well, you know what? Mike will get you look like this in this cut. Because everybody knows Hollywood Brown. You know, but then again, you don't want to be in the top of the draft getting these people, because that means you had a bad season. The only time the draft is exciting is at this time. Because when the season starts, if you're talking about in week 6 or 7, well, all we got to do is lay low. Just don't win. Don't we get that first round pick? I never, ever say okay with that. Never. Well, wait a minute. I did say that year that we played against, we were trying to get Nick Bosa. I remember we were competing with, who was that we were competing with? We couldn't win, and we had to win only a certain amount of games. We couldn't win a game and drop below the number 2 spot because Kyler Murray was going to Arizona. That's all there was to it. Because Cliff Kingsbury was already over there. We already know Cliff Kingsbury's, his guy is Kyler Murray. So, you know, I do remember saying, yeah, we got to go ahead and shut it down here. Deebo's doing a commercial. This is the guy, Gary Wilson. That's right. Did he get drafted already? Deebo! I still love you, man. I don't care what anybody says. Nice commercial. Garrett Wilson, that's the guy who reminds you of Deebo. They got the same kind of stuff going on out there. Physical, beating people up. Both of them taking a page out of Anquan Bolden's book. Kareem Jackson, I know, man. Ready to go he's got that ability to he puts those penetrating statements up that draws attention. Y'all, I ain't saying nothing else to him. Don't let him slide, though. Do not let Ready to Go slide. Oh, he's RTG. Let me scroll past his madness. Hey, that's a good question, Chris. Who are the Ravens wide receivers that they can afford? They do have one that's worth a damn. They got Sammy Watkins and who else? That's all, right? Who else? I don't see no Raider fans. That's supposed to be Vegas. The same teams are making all kind of deals in the first. Oh, yeah, the Eagles are making another pick. Let's just know this. These teams need to do something, all right? All of them. Every last one. I don't know about the Saints. But I guess you'd never be too aggressive getting talent, especially cheap talent. You know, kids coming out of, you have 4 years. Nobody's talking about our boy, Christian Watson. This is about the two best wideouts left. A.J. Brown to the Eagles. What? Is there a deal here? Tennessee moved A.J. Brown's? Sixteenth pick. We're halfway through. Take. See, we talked about this for the last 2 weeks. This draft is rich with wide receiver talents. The wide receivers are keeping up with the defensive picks. The wide receivers are actually ahead of the cornerback picks now, I think. Ain't that it? Stingley, Sauce. This guy they just picked up, that was 3. Oh, Jeremiah, what'd you say? Jashawn's got the best hands in this draft. Ooh-wee. Oh, look at that. Dude, has he got speed? How did he put that kind of distance between him and that defensive back? Yak. Fam, people keep thinking it's all about the downfield shot. Yak is in fashion. Why? Because the fact of the matter is defenses are grisly. Ain't nobody got time. That's why Mahomes was getting his butt beat to death in the first part of the season last year. Secondaries are ready for that. You better have some yak. That's why the 49ers are smart. The 49ers started that program a long time ago. You've got to yak it up. You got to yak it up. You got to be able to kick ass after you catch the ball. Unless you're a 4-3 dude. Okay, now you could go downfield. Because the quarterback can let that thing fly quickly. But a lot of these guys is all about the yak. And if you got speed and yak talent, well, Garrett looks like he might be quick. Who? Somebody just said a major trade was just made. Yeah, trenches. The trenches are being built in the first round. It's all about the trenches. And well, actually, the trenches CB, and WR. How much you feed that boy? My God. That's a horse with two legs. He's that dude. He don't get a piece of chicken. Mom set that whole chicken in front of him. Yeah, and let me know if I got two more back here waiting for you. Because he got an offensive line, but he's got to get bigger. 320 is too light. That's hey, the sizes are going up every year too. At some point, offensive linemen they're gonna be 375 and look like as svelte as can be. 6'6", 375 got the. You know what though? At some point, you need to be 6'4", 6'5", actually, and just very wide and very solid. Because your pad level makes all the difference in the world too. You get a hardcore defender that's got good pad level, he's gonna take you down. John, you need it too, man, because that AFC West is ridiculous. Every team's got a hardcore pass rusher. Every team in AFC West. This is why I still wish Trent Brown wasn't lazy. Trent Brown was, if we just could have kept him. And he had the right attitude. Hey, how'd you know that? A.J. Brown they just traded A.J. to the Eagles. Somebody mentioned that earlier, and they just now announced it. AJ sitting up on the phone. Hey, yo, Deebo. Yeah, you saw that, right? And ain't nobody said a word to you, huh? All right. Yeah. I'll see y'all next year. Because remember, they was a duo. DK, AJ, Deebo. AJ said, hey, but AJ said, that Eagles? From what I can see what the Eagles are doing today, and they wasn't all that bad last year. They just need a maturity. I know, fresh chance. That's what I'm talking about. All that El Deebo raising was his boy AJ that got out. Red Eye, you think Brown got screwed? You know, looking at that deal, sound like my mom. If you go to the bathroom, if you ain't got to go, you need to try. AJ Brown, though, I don't know. Where else could he have went? Would have been better. Detroit? No. No. AJ Brown in Detroit would have made Detroit an instantly better team, though, because from what they're collecting right now, I don't look for Detroit to be as bad as they were last year. They were in transition this past year. Don't tell Don Burr I said that, but I figured they're going to be a little better than they were last year. Plus, that coach is like, I think he's a good coach. That head coach, he's going to make them into something. 18th and 3rd. The map grow. They got rid of AJ because they don't want to deal with his agent, who's Deebo's agent, and is asking for big money. Hey, that dude, remember, Denzel Ward is the highest paid cornerback in NFL history. AJ! Now see, Deebo, there's another. You see, 57 million guaranteed, 100 what million. Now Deebo, now see, John, this is why you and Parag and everybody else in that front office stop waiting to sign these people, and you don't get these. This is just going to screw things up for you. Watch the 49ers getting up trading Deebo in the next 15 minutes. Because they can't, now you got to guarantee Deebo at least 60 mil. Minimum. And you should anyway. Did somebody just mention Traylon Burks in the chat? Another big physical receiver. So they knew this was they had this figured out a few minutes ago. So they got an A.J. Brown type of guy. Huge, powerful receiver that can body up them lightweight cornerbacks and abuse them. So you get Traylon Burks, A.J. Brown Jr. Ain't that a biatch? That's how you do it. You don't pay these people, get one just like them. And the 49ers probably would have went after Garrett had they been able to trade Deebo up high enough to get him. Because they get a Deebo Jr. But still, Deebo is not to be. You can't get another Deebo. So maybe Garrett looks good out there, something similar, but ooh, damn, that dude must have speed. You know, sometimes you look at these clips. Remember compared to Deebo. Everybody gets compared to Deebo. Compared to Deebo. Hey, Big Shot, just realized you had Traylon Burks. That's right. Deebo, AJ share same agent. Can we afford him now? Deebo's going to want. I just mentioned that show. Look at Deebo. Abuse. Throw the ball, Jimmy. There you go. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Deebo. These clips about Deebo. You ain't going nowhere. If you ain't going nowhere in the first round, you ain't going nowhere. If you ain't going to the top 10 or 15, you ain't going nowhere, Deebo. Get ready to put that $40 uniform on. I can celebrate tonight because Deebo ain't left. I mean, if we ain't got nothing else to celebrate not losing Deebo. That's right. Shut up, Rich. What do you mean he's still in San Francisco? He will continue to be in San Francisco. A.J. Brown is not Deebo Samuel. They only got to pay Traylon Burke $3.5 million. They did a good job, didn't they? I want to see Traylon. You know what? Because remember this, fam. When we see Traylon, what he looks like over in Tennessee, are we going to be saying things like, look what Tennessee did. They let A.J. Expensive Brown go. Thank you. Tell him, Kurt. Tell him, Kurt. It takes time to be. It takes time to be an A.J. Brown. It takes time to be a Deebo Samuel. You don't just walk in and, yeah, they drafted me because I'm the next A.J. Brown. And then again, maybe does things even better. You never know either. It could go both ways. And the Steelers said, look at this. Now you know why we didn't trade for any quarterback. We're going to have any one of the quarterbacks. We're going to have the top quarterback in this draft by just waiting for the pick number 20. The Saints are not going to pick a quarterback. Guaranteed. If they do, I'll be shocked. You already got Jameis, and you got that dude that does everything. But you don't need to draft. Why go to a quarterback that you know may not work out anyway? Everybody said what they've said about these quarterbacks, and there's nobody in there worth a damn. I mean, they're okay, but they're not somebody going to go get as a franchise quarterback. I mean, you go ahead and you pay A.J. Brown as he comes over there. Just don't start A.J. Here, listen, look at this, and let's just sign that, and let's get busy getting to work here, all right? Say what? $57 million? Guarantee? You got yourself a wide receiver, bro. And I'm going to tell my agent right now, don't call here. Let it alone. Who is this? Wicked Mango? 49ers ain't getting Christian Watson, trust me. Emojis laughing, crying. Your tribal chief, the only good quarterback is Malik Willis. Well, that's the one that's going to go then, your tribal chief. Fresh says, I know, man. People don't understand. Deebo doesn't hate being a 49er. He just hates getting not being paid. It's scary for him. Well, there it is. Malik. 6'7", 325. See what I'm saying? Look at him. Do you see any fat on him? Stand up, big man. Look at this. This is going to be funny. If the Steelers don't take a quarterback, I'm going to have to laugh. Now it's a matter of when you do your draft, and I'm not thinking next year I might get him. When you do your draft now, it's like offensive and defensive line. If these guys are picking out 300-pound defensive edges or 300-pound interior defensive linemen, I'm going to get a guy that goes 340 offensive lineman. It's really looking like these guys look nowadays. Now it's not with the nutritionists and everything else these guys are using and trainers. Guys are coming in wearing 360 looking like they, an average built guy. And then you find out how much he weighs. What? Oh, that means he can move that frame, right? Oh, look at the clip. My God. I mean, that's the kind of guy that would have to train with a Brahma bull to get any work in. God. That's what the future's going to look like. Protect and seek and destroy for your defensive lineman, and ultimate protector is your offensive lineman. That's what's going to be. The game is still going to be won in the trenches in the years to come. People could call it a quarterback league all they want to. The game is still going to be won in the trenches. Christian Torres is not sure if this is true. The media. Hey, Christian, read what you said. Not sure if that's true. The media specifically said Deebo doesn't want to be in San Francisco. The media said Deebo doesn't want to be in San Francisco. Don't fall prey to that, fam. The media says things to get you to buy into it. Deebo came and told us how many times. People don't know. What you're hearing is writers are going to write. That's what they do. If KC didn't want to pay Tyreek, why would they pay Deebo? You know, and also, Mr. October, one thing about the 49ers we do know, that's why they don't get crazy in free agency. They hate overpaying. And actually, it's paid off for them. The 49ers go get players that fit the program, coach them up, and let's go. We've done good football when we're healthy. The 49ers problem is not personnel, it's health. Did Deebo get on Rich Eisen's show and said, I don't want to be with the 49ers? I don't remember seeing that show, though. Grant said it. Grant's part of the media. Jose, man, you remember? You know what's so funny because Pickett's girlfriend is hot as. remember we went through this with I think McVay's girlfriend and then Eric Armstead's at that time girlfriend. We remember we had a day we were just not talking about football that much, and we got into who's got the hottest between McVay and Eric. Is she in that group? Not about nature, man. We agree on that one. They would have been dumb to trade Deebo. There's no Deebo in this draft. It won't be for years. He's a generational talent. Jimmy Bull, and you should know better. Players want to get played. Players don't want to get played. They want to get paid. Football's a dangerous game. Deebo's got a family now. He wants his money. I don't know why people get mad at that. He just wants his money. You get mad at that. If you was out there playing football and you knew the millions available and everybody else around you was getting paid, you're going to tell me, you'd say, well, I don't want any money. I just love being a 49er. No, you're not. You're not going to do that. I promise you. Troll alert, fam. Troll alert. Wicked Mango. Don't let him off. You guys are being more adult than me. Boy, look at him. But I'm glad I did that chat, Wicked. I'd be under another name. I'd be working your ass, boy. You weren't ready to go. You guys are a whole job to do. A whole day job to do. Just work your ass. Talking major trash. You think Deebo should have an incentive-based contract for rushing yards? See, those are the kind of things. GB, that's what I'm talking about. You know, don't just disrespect him. You know what he means, the impact he has. You know, yeah, he's a good wide receiver. As soon as he gets the ball, he turns. That's the nice thing about Deebo. First of all, he's going to get the ball. I know he's had a few drops, but he still gets the ball most of the time. And then all of a sudden, now he's going to turn into that running back. Or he's going to come out of the backfield, give him the ball, and he's going to hit that hole like one of the best running backs in the NFL. I got to pay him. I ain't mad at him for wanting his money. Give him his damn money. That guy means too much to this team. Franco, are you getting ready to pitch? Are you going to pick a quarterback? He can't wait to do it. Frank, calm down, man. Everybody can't wait. Frank, go. Frank, go. Frank, go. Franco, man, you sound like you've been drinking too much. What's wrong with your throat? Go give it to us. The Steelers pick. Oh, they got him. They got QB. Fam, is Kenny Pickett the best? Is that the best quarterback in this draft? Because the Steelers had their choice of the best quarterback in this draft. Did they just do that? Jose, why would Jimmy G be going to the Jets? Zach Wilson is in with the Jets. They're going to bring Jimmy over and pay him $27 million. Why? Thank you. Ronbo, come on, man. We can live without Deebo. Don't want to overpay a player who often gets injured. That'll look bad. Love Deebo, but he had one great season out of 3 years. He had 1.5 seasons. Remember, in his first year, he was having some problems, like a lot of people do. And the second half of the season, after Emmanuel Sanders showed up, Deebo caught on fire. Remember? And then, of course, last year he got hurt, like everybody else did on our team. But Deebo's a hardcore badass. It's too late to trade him now. Whatever you get for him now is not going to be his worth. It's over for that. $6'3", 217. God, he reminds me of Jared Goff, though, in these clips. Anticipation. It's hard to teach that. Yeah, he's got. That's what you got to do in Kyle's offense. You got to throw these guys open. So you got to pretty much anticipate everything. It's a lot to think about before you let the ball go. This guy's good. And that was good. The clip, that's highlight reel still, but still had. Nice. Who'd the Steelers pick up? Who did they pick up? Can you pick a thing on him? Hands too small. Leroy Phillips, I remember that year that they kept making it became a joke about quarterbacks and their hand size. He got a quarterback in 20. Remember that year? I think Jared Goff got in trouble for having hands too small. Is that? Is uh-oh. Now golf, golf's not bad. He has started with the wrong coach. Picking is Trubisky. I agree. Trubisky was picked over Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes. And Alexander, way before Mahomes. and Watson. I mean, way before it was Trubisky picked. So this happens in the draft all the time. This is why, remember Trent Baalke, I'm just done picking up quarterbacks in the first round. I just don't do it. And don't ask me to pick a wide receiver out again either. A.J. Jenkins, I've got pictures of him all over my wall to remind me to stay the hell away from that position. Kenny Pickett, Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. Kenny Pickett is probably Mac Jones of the 2022 draft, right? Smart quarterback, not necessarily physically gifted. Big Show is right. Christian Watson is still probably going he is going to fall to the second round. How far in the second round he's going to fall is the question. The 49ers might be doing some manipulation in the second round or day two. They may pass up. They may move up in the second round. Roger, man, you losing your voice? The Chiefs didn't get a wide receiver. Okay, so you know what the thing is? Maybe there was no wide receiver. The wide receiver they wanted. Oh man, everybody knew they were going to go for a speed merchant. They didn't. They got a corner, but they just lost their cornerback to us. So and that cornerback they let go of, we overpaid for him by what most people think, but he probably was the best one that Kansas City had. Hard to understand why KB. Look, don't kill the babies, girls. Jesus Christ. Look at that one baby screaming. You're breaking his ribs. It's a Heimlich. Oh, my God. I just realized what Kansas City's talking about. Look, the AFC West is like, you better have some defenders out here. You're gonna get your brains beat out. I mean, even the Raiders look scary. Don't tell the Raiders I said that, but they got Devontae. What's his name? That edge rusher they got. They got other guys too. Raiders are actually, but you know what's funny? I did pick the Raiders. I picked, man, that division house go win. It's hard to pick number 1, 2, 3, 4 in that division. Because, see, Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos, that's not necessarily a shoe-in. Because San Diego, the Chargers might be. It depends on who stays healthy on that team. And then the Raiders. But the Chiefs are going to be involved. As long as they're on Andy Reid and Mahomes are on the field, and their defense was, well, you know what? See, the defense in Kansas City was the reason why they got their butt beat last year. That defense is okay, but nothing really special. Now, I don't know how to pick the AFC West. That's. I mean, I know it's none of our business, but I'm just saying. Yeah, the Broncos do look tough. It might be the Broncos. Because you got an experienced guy like Russell Wilson in running the Broncos. He could bring that kind of element to a team, right kind of leadership and everything they need, because they got the personnel to get him over the hump. Ismael Delgado, is Trey Lance's wide receiver buddy still available? Yeah, he is. And everybody, I thought, even me, after watching this combine and everything, damn, Christian Watson's stock just went up. He ain't going to be around for no first round. He's getting gone in the first round. There's still 10 picks to go, though. He could go late in the first round. Packers are in. And the Packers don't pick up, but all the best wide receivers have already been took. So now you got to go another route. And the Packers got rid of. That just makes no sense. You get rid of Devontae. Have you lost your mind? Aaron Rodgers' fault. Rodgers just threw his beer at his monitor. I mean, it was that, but the value wasn't there. Just like they said, there was no wide receiver left now. Or if Jameson or some of the other guys would have been available, okay, but you don't just get a wide receiver to be getting a wide receiver. He's got to be a bad butt. Who's playing linebacker for the Packers now? The Packers don't have a kick-ass linebacker, do they? What are the Ravens doing? They're picking up all kind of extra picks. Everybody knows this draft doesn't start until tomorrow. Why? Because we're in it. Get that terrible towel out of here. I don't know, fam. It's kind of wild, huh? Things are not going for like when you look at what the Chiefs just did, the Packers just did, both of them losing primetime receivers, and they didn't go that route, which is very interesting, right? So they went to defense. Well, if we're not going to add to the offensive power, we're going to get the best defender we can find, right? And I understand that line of thinking too. I hope we get Danny Gray and Bellis Jones. Where's that Seahawk rain weirdo? Hawks don't hang out anymore. When you become the Hawks, you lay low. Especially when you know your team is in deep trouble. This dude. Those progressive commercials are funny. Oh. Alex, is that right? Packers let the DE walk this year too? So Aaron's going to be out there complaining, but he won't be able to. Because they don't have any money. $50 million. What is wrong with you, Aaron? You don't care, do you? Ellis, tell him, man, we're not trading Deebo for no late first-round pick. People be tripping, man. And why would you do that? He's got Texas gutless punk CX. I like that for them. I know, right? See, here's the thing about the first round, man. You could play and clown around and move around, gain picks. These guys are building up their picks for tomorrow. They're going to have picks all damn day. I don't know. Well, we got, you know what? We got a Big Show. You know what? They're not trading Deebo. Those picks you had, the players you're going to get, man, those players look good. I don't get can't believe they picked Drake London first, though. It's painful. We got to go through this again next year too. And you know the draft's gonna be better next year, don't you? I got to feel we'll be crying our eyes out. Oh, is that right? London looks overrated. He's Larry Fitzgerald Jr. But that's saying a lot, you know what? There's Larry Fitzgerald, those generational talents, it takes a while for somebody to get better than that. Fitz was just straight up dog, man. When it came clutch play, oh my God, he was. Ooh. How many times did Larry beat us? Game could be over. A minute left in the game, and if we ain't ahead by 14 points, here comes Larry Fitzgerald. Boom! Oh, man. Lost the game. How come? Why do you think? Fitz. God. I know, Red Eye. Deebo wants more than A.J. Brown now. See, this is what I'm saying about the 49ers dragging ass and signing your best players. Don't do that. Then you set up a problem where the next guy's going to get paid before Deebo, which automatically means you're going to have to pay more. Why did you wait, John? Why? Now look at the mess you've created. And now A.J. Brown's got a $57 million guarantee. You know Deebo's going to get mad about that. And you know John's going to say, we're going to see to it that both Nick Bosa and Deebo Samuel are the highest paid players at their positions in the league. Well, see what? You know how the highest paid is, don't you? I often wonder if they're paying any attention. Kyrie Elam? Oh, that'd have been a flag in the NFL for that play. Dude was already on his way down and you still smacked him. He looks good. He's like Jimmy Ward. He'll let you make the catch, but don't think you're going to keep it. Or I'm going to bend you up like a pretzel. Trinity 5, it's not that Deebo deserves what he's asking for. It's what the market, the trend is moving upward, and the 49ers still sitting back wherever they are. You know we got to pay Deebo, right? If DK gets drafted today and he gets paid and he's guaranteed he's going to get paid more than AJ. And if we don't pay Deebo at least $70 million, we're going to have a lot of trouble. So, you know, Kyle, you and John, everybody involved, why wait? I keep asking that question. I can't get an answer. I can't even begin to reason within my own mind why you would do that. There's no benefit involved in waiting, other than there's lots of things that can happen bad. This is a bad situation. You keep waiting on to sign Deebo. I'm looking for something else going to go wrong today as far as having to hike Deebo's price. Every time this happens, the standard is set for WR1. You guys don't get it, do you? You're not going to be able to just play games with him. And next year, he's not. Oh. You're going to franchise tag him next year. No, you're not. You're not. Maybe it's, hey, you know what, though, fam? Maybe they're trying to stall with Deebo because they want to wait until next year when the big money comes into the league. No, they can't want to do that because now you got to worry about Nick, who they already picked up his fifth-year option. Now you got too much to go with Nick. Just ass backwards they're thinking. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, yeah. Jerry GM. Jerry, you're not a GM, man. He still thinks he's a GM. I can't wait to see who he picks. Jerry's going to get the sexiest pick, though. He always does. Every year, Jerry gets the sexiest pick available. Has nothing to do with his team needs in the first round. He picks up other players, but it's always the hottest thing you can find. What's the top player left in the draft right now? That's true, guys. Red Eye, man, normally we don't agree on so much, but today you're right. There is no such thing as a wide receiver that can't get hurt. Blaming Deebo for getting hurt in the past is just ludicrous. That's not just him. That's every day. If any team has proven that everybody on a team is susceptible to pain, it's the 49ers. You guys know that. You know that. You've seen it how many times? There is no player on our roster that's safe from injury. So you don't want to pay him on the grounds that he's going to get hurt? Hell, nobody on the team should get paid then. Nick's already spent a whole year out. We get hurt. That's what we do. But when we're healthy, look out. But we're going to get hurt. It's just a matter of how many guys are going to get hurt. Are we going to still have enough to win a game? We lost this year because we got hurt. We did. That's just the way it goes. Did Lyle Collins with Bengals? That's what we were talking about last week. You know, at this point in the draft, you just go for the best player available. There ain't nothing out there now. But he just got there, Amari Cooper. Hey, you know what? Watch him go ahead and get Christian Watson so every last one of us can fall off these chairs. Watch. Who's the best wide receiver available right now, Show? And Jerry can call the 49ers all he wants to. And the 49ers are not going to give him Deebo for no 29 pick. There's a lot of studs out there. Well, you know, Jones wants the best wide receiver. I mean, Jones is always getting the best out there. And that's when he got Zeke that year. I was shocked. I said, Jerry, you're taking a running back in the first round? And he did. Vegas is turning on the lights. He got rid of A.J. Brown. And they only got a fourth-round selection? See? $3 million short of $60 million guarantee. You know Deebo's going to need at least 65. Kyle, see? Keep dragging ass. The Cowboys select. Then we got an offensive lineman. And one thing you can't, Jerry will listen when it comes to getting offensive linemen, apparently. And you know what? We got to give it credit because the Cowboys do pick them some offensive linemen. Boy, When they had that dream team front. Ooh. And Zeke and Zeke and Dak were rookies of the year and co-rookie and rookie of the year. And it was because the offensive line. You could have ran a high school players back there. And I'm not talking seniors. That offensive line was straight money. Wasn't nobody coming back there. And when Zeke got ready to run, they was going road grade. Oh, they were good. Uh-oh. They picked up. Oh, I've heard about that operation. That he was bow-legged. They broke his legs. Oh, that's a cruel procedure. Woo! Oh, I haven't heard about that procedure in a long time. Can you imagine that? They break both your legs, reset them, and then you grow up to be a Dallas Cowboy. How bad is your life? I didn't mean you to go there with that, but I'm just saying, Woo! I tell you what, though, fam. In a lot of neighborhoods around America, kids born bow-legged, their parents didn't have enough money to get them any kind of procedure like that. Some of the fastest guys I've ever ran against were bow-legged. I remember track and field. I ran in 200 meters and 400 meters. If I seen in the 400 meters, I didn't worry me so much. In the 200 meters, if I seen a dude getting into blocks bow-legged, it'd be getting this kind of thing. Well, let's come to your mark. Damn, dude is bow-legged. When they take, there's something about, I think, bow-legged dudes, I think they got an advantage. I really do. Man. You're right. Hey, Ellis, say pigeon-toed. What is up with that? And don't let him be bow-legged and pigeon-toed. He can't walk as it is, but he can run. Oh, he can run. Just traumatized. Man. Benny Brown. Oh. And as soon as you hit that curve on the 200 meters, it seems like they'd hit another gear. And you're coming down the stretch, boy, them bow legs are now, they're just turning up 100 miles an hour. Oh, Ellis, are you right? Ellis, you were trying to pigeon-toe the bow-legged. Ellis, you can move, can't you? Hated running against you, boy. Damn. Or that dude in the 400 meters, the dude that's like 6'3", and nothing but legs with a head laid up on the top with a little platform. He's coming around the corner. Now, your stride, got your form, everything's right, knees, everything right. You look up that dude, looks like he's just relaxed because every stride is just gobbling up all kind of real estate. You're working as hard as you can to keep up with him. You figure as you come around dead man's curve, when your body starts to just die on the 400 meters, if you're out ahead of him, especially if he's got the inside track on you, forget about it. That's right. You know what? Hey. IKG Niners. Hey, do you think Malik Willis gets drafted in the first or second round? Ain't nobody talking about Malik yet, huh? I forgot all about him. I guess they did in the draft, too. Malik! Tony, you were right, man. Ain't nobody thinking about Malik. Isn't this the guy that got beat by Army? Is there any shame in that? I don't watch enough college football. Army has different teams from one year to another, though, right? But again, you're not going to the Army if you're a really good football player. You're going to go to any school that could take you, right? I mean, any school, any big-time school that wants you. So I don't know who the Army's getting to play. The Army-Navy game is one thing, but they're playing teams of similar type. Ellis is a big dude. You wear a 13 shoe? Ellis, what are you, 6'4", 6 like that? And only one quarterback off the board. That's crazy. Andrew, that ain't crazy, man. Even I noticed some film on the quarterbacks in the NFL, the college ranks this year. Round two's early enough for them. You can get them, and don't waste no pick on them early. Fam, is Hollywood Brown going to be a problem for us? You know what? D-Hop and Hollywood Brown, they're going to keep AJ Green as well. You know what, though? Hollywood Brown with Lamar. You know what? I don't think that, man. Maybe it was Lamar. Listen, I ain't saying nothing bad about Lamar. I said something about Lamar. I made a joke last year, but people got all over my ass. I said, when he got paid, Lamar Jackson's the most talented running back in the NFL. I was just kidding. You know, people think it's so serious. He got so mad. But his passing did improve last year. He looked a little better in the passing game. But come on, fam, you know Lamar wasn't all that great of a passer his first year. He got better. He worked on it. I just, But when we played him in 2019, I was not afraid of him passing the ball. But after seeing him run and some of the moves he made on people trying to tackle him, I said, oh, my God. Oh, my. I did not want to play. But we still almost won that game. But still, Lamar was out there just. If Bossy T didn't make that play and snatch the ball out of his hand, Lamar was gone. He was into that end zone. Man, I do not like dealing with Lamar, but not because of his quarterback skills, but them feet. That was the most dangerous runner, and I'm talking better than any running back in the NFL, and especially in that year. Damn. Yep. You play the Ravens, boy, you got to run the ball. Final 8 picks coming up. We were sitting here waiting. I actually thought it might happen. I can't wait. Can you wait for the headlines tomorrow? Linderbaum on Big Show. Our center is gone. Damn. Damn it. Damn. We needed him. Mac Jones may not even play this year now. The word is, who's playing center? We're going to move Brunskill over to center. They just described Linderbaum as exactly what I want. 6'2", 296, and he's nasty. Guy's a wrestler. Can you imagine? Oh. Kyle, I know you wanted him. From what they're describing, he is exactly your guy. Athletic, great reach block. Can get out in space and kick butt. A pulling center. This is something that just doesn't really exist. Oh. Look, is that him? Oh, he's going downfield, knocking people out. Ooh. Show, he was right. This was the guy to get. That is Kyle football all day long. Oh, man, look at him wrestling. Dude is athletic. The dude he's wrestling against had no chance. Look at him. He's freaking out. Look at his eyes. He goes into the zone. You got to love a wrestler. Look at him. He's out of his mind. I love it. And when you're that big and crazy, you're dangerous. You got to trade. Linderbaum's going to start from day one. Barroom tough. There's a description you don't hear very often. God. Jets are picking up picks. I know, Ellis, we ain't getting bleep like this at 61. Yeah, Red Eye, you're right. I did hear about the Ravens. Everybody knew that Deebo would be awesome with the Ravens lineup. Meanwhile, the Jets are just doing work today, ain't they? Oh, man, sit your big waterhead down, Jet fan. You guys look like them two dudes on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Them two cops that don't do a damn thing all day but eat. Sit down. Get out of that camera. I was saying, why haven't we went hard for Julio Jones? Rams, Cardinals are not playing around. We continue to play around thinking, yeah, we're the geniuses. I was saying, I don't know. They don't, the 49ers don't believe in the free agency. This is their credo. Greg Smith, 49ers player Deebo Samuel, is he a good player? Is he a good player? Greg Smith put it this way: Deebo Samuel, there's no player to compare to Deebo Samuel in the NFL or what he does. Now, there's player, and I said what he does. Now, there's other wide receivers that are probably better than Deebo, but there's no better guy after the catch than Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel gets the ball 10, 15 yards away from the line of scrimmage where that linebacker is. He's going to get beat. Deebo gets an open space with the ball. It's pure hell. So, you want to run him in the backfield. He sees holes that your best running back never sees. When it's like we said at one point in the season, when Deebo gets the ball out of the backfield, it looks like Deebo running against a bunch of guys running in slow motion. He is that friggin' good. But he wants to be compensated for his work. We had him out there running punts back. That was out of line. Damn it, Kyle. I'm glad you went and got a guy that can run punts back. Don't overdo it. You're putting him at risk. I don't blame him for asking a lot of money. If you're going to ask him to do all these things, you could end his career doing that. So, yeah, Deebo's every bit as good as as advertised and plus a bag of chips. Go ahead, Roger. Tell us who it is. Jets picked up Jermaine. Jermaine, I've seen you. Y'all can put that tomahawk down, man. He ain't playing for the Chiefs. The Jets are going to look different next year, aren't they? Well, let's see how fast they adapt to the NFL, but they're getting some talents. $70 tackles. Jermaine, I don't know about that jacket, though, man. That's you can't wear that no more after tonight, can you? Jermaine says, well, but I'm getting paid. I'm going to cut this up and use it to wash my car. I love the way everybody, they got that camera in that mirror. That's hilarious. They've never done that before. Dude, it's like, but they know it too. You can see every time they go, if they can't put that hat on in front of that mirror, they profile. Hilarious. Yeah, Ellis, they did. Ellis, somebody get on ready to go. The dude is just in there talking trash. Boy. Boy. Look what he's doing to that big man. Ho! Ho! And that's momentum and speed. Especially if the offensive lineman's got bad footwork, he ain't going to do that to Trent Williams, but he will do that to everybody else on our offensive line. Boy, the Jets know what they're doing today, don't they? Boy. Man, come on, man. You can come in and do a Jamal Adams. Shut up. See, that's the only thing fun about sucking during the season, draft night. You start looking at all your goodies. It's like Christmas Day. You open up all your presents. Greg, okay, cool. And I think so too. And Deebo Samuel is a good player for the 49ers. Well, yeah. And I know, Map, you're right. The Map Crow. When you have 3 picks in the first round, you should look good on paper. Yeah. Harold Murillo, what's up? Now, watch them get Lewis Klein or Boye Mafa. And then Gabriel Zamudia. Now, if they only knew how to play football. Hey, Gabriel, here's the thing, though. We got to worry about Robert Saleh knows what he's doing over there. And he's getting all these defensive fiends. You see what he did with us when we got enough defensive fiends. It's like I was telling everybody that first year, Robert Saleh. Robert Saleh has one more bad year, getting rid of his ass and Kyle. And then 2019, Robert Saleh got the tools he needed, and that was one of the best defenses in the NFL. So you don't want to give Robert Saleh too many tools. We don't play the Jets this year anyway. Fine, I don't care. And then they still have Zach Wilson to bust. Zach was just out of control last year. Remember Robert Saleh's face during that media conference? Sometimes it's okay not to look fancy. Robert Saleh was so bad because Zach was out there trying to be Patrick Mahomes. I mean, come on, man. Just stay basic. Just make the play. Stop styling. A lot of managers told Zach, listen, I love your energy. I love your attitude. I catch you doing one more pass like that, though, I will call you to the bench so fast that they'll have to spray you down with a fire extinguisher. Damn it. Just get the ball to the receiver. Stop clowning. I'd be pissed. You just got here. Make the plays. And then when you get polished and efficient, now you can do the no-look passes and things like that. Ooh. Javier Ibanez, Deebo Samuel in Vegas. I have a feeling Deebo would love it too. Vegas with them chains and Deebo's. Deebo is going to stay in San Francisco. Yeah, Andrew Ross. Yeah, Zach was ready for his life. They was killing Zach. That's true. They need offensive line help. He got hurt too. How many weeks was he out? Man, they damn near killed that boy. Commercial break. Be right back. Who did I miss? Devin Lloyd. Did somebody say something about this guy a minute ago? Linebacker. Oh, that's right. They lost Miles Jack. See, this is the 49ers ideally like to do. You lose the expensive guy and you pick up a cheaper one. This is what the Belichick method of building your team and keeping it stocked with talent. When the guy's got to get paid, you say goodbye and save that money for when you need it. I know, Ellis. That's it, man. Jaguars and I got to tell you, the Jaguars defense. They were just a little strange last year, but they weren't that bad. I see that, Ellis. You just did another job on RTG or Ready RTB as you call them. And I know. I thought he was going to suplex. And I mean, the Nets are rebuilding. Remember, we had hella picks. They were, the first year though. I don't know. We did a good job of that first year though. You know how many guys we had the first year beyond the first round? When you look at DJ Trent Taylor should have been a little better than he was actually. It's Kelly Yamaguchi. Kelly says, "Konnichiwa, Ronbo. Can you do Trent Baalke impersonation with Deebo not being traded and not making any moves in the first round?" Watch the Tokyo faithful. One thing I did do at accumulating talent is I use a lot of analytics, a lot of good sense. And from what I could see what the 49ers are doing, I wouldn't have paid Deebo any money either, but I hell sure wouldn't have stand there and wait until he comes back into the office Monday morning after the draft or Tuesday afternoon and tell me that I get paid or I'm not playing this year. So with that said, I'm going to call the 49ers one more time and see if I can make a deal to get Deebo Samuel out of San Francisco. Kelly, can you see Deebo playing for Trent Baalke? I'm glad they didn't get him. I don't know. Well, Kelly, good to see you. Thanks for that contribution, Kelly. Yeah. And then you got it, man. It's good to get at the end of the draft. In the first round, a lot of guys at the end of the draft do good work. Think about how many guys got drafted toward the end of the draft and did great things. You lost 2 of your teammates to gun violence at Utah? Damn. What the hell's going on in Utah? Hey, when did Mahomes get drafted? They traded up at 50. He was at 15 or something like that. Duval? Bossman, you're right. Roger's always drunk. You got to be drunk to take the hugs. Roger can actually have rib damage by the time these days are over. Bossman, yeah, I said yesterday on Twitter, I said, man, 7th. Oh, they traded up to 7th spot. Okay. So he was top 10. It was Watson that got abused. Watson didn't get traded or didn't get picked up until pretty late in the draft. Yeah, I can believe Deebo's still. I said yesterday, but Deebo's not going anywhere, guys. Do you know how bad it would look to lose a player like Deebo because you got into a fight with him? That's embarrassing, actually. So I was pretty sure yesterday he wasn't going to get drafted. If he wasn't picked up before the draft, he wasn't going to get picked up. Greg Smith? Do I need Jimmy? Yeah. You know what? The 49ers can no longer afford Jimmy, for one thing. No matter what I think about Jimmy's play, they can't really afford him. They have to. What I'm worried about is Nate Sudfeld and Trey Lance. Usually you have a veteran involved. Nate and Trey. That's a formula for doom. It's a thing about walking on pins and needles the whole season. Now, I don't know how good Trey is, but I know he's better than Nate Sudfeld. So that's why I'm saying if Trey goes down and Nate comes in, oh, man. Then whatever week we are in the season, game over, y'all. Unless the defense can just play offense and defense for us all day. Who could this be? Oh, that was you? Why did they give it to you? Was he? Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, he did not ask that question. Man, you ain't in Los Angeles, you're in Vegas. The hell? Whose house? Somebody said, hey, it's our house. That must be a Raider fan. Good. I support the Raiders on that one. God. Why don't you sit your ass down, man? You're asking that question. You was okay till you asked that question. You know, Whitworth, don't take over the draft. You said enough. When you said whose house it was enough. You could go home at that point. Smith, that's my sentiments exactly. Oh, no, they didn't. I see a handful of Rams fans are ready to go. They're not dominating the field, dominating the. Why do Rams fans always talk out of their ass? They just say anything. God. Defense. Green Bay says, and Aaron Rodgers sitting back. Yeah, I'm just watching the draft. No, I'm not. I know you probably got a plan. I just checking in. Okay. You know, because like Aaron is sitting there wondering why we can't get any first round pick. We got this many picks. One of them can't be a first round wide receiver. That's funny. He deserves it though. Aaron, I got no sympathy for you again. $50 million. That was uncalled for. You couldn't live off of 40, right? Get out of here with that. Did Green Bay pick up two defenders, a linebacker and a tackle, huh? The last time they got a wide receiver was Javon Walker in 2002. So maybe they don't need to get a first-round pick wide receiver. They can get some guys that can help the team win, and then look for the sexy picks in the second round and beyond. Clean and jerk is right when you talk about Big Pick and Roger Goodell up. Clean a jerk. Pick 29. Crazy, huh? Oh, man. Are the Patriots on the clock already? Yeah, now I see them. Well, the good thing is football season's underway. It really is underway now. Guys going to be in camp, and we're going to hear reports and stuff like that. And we don't know who we're going to get tomorrow. We might be excited. We might be delighted. Because every year we get a surprise couple of picks, right? Ambry and Elijah. Well, I didn't see that coming. Who else did we get last year? Jawan Jennings, a seventh round pick, stepped up. You know what? Jawan Jennings, we might as well call him a top dog, too, because he didn't play the first year with us. And he did last year. So Jawan, Elijah, Ambry. I was hoping that offensive lineman we got would work out, but he got beat out by Compton. Anybody else? Who else looked good last year? Yeah, I said Elijah and Ambry. Fresh Jazz, hey, thanks, fam. I appreciate you allowing me to join you. It's been interesting. you know? Did I miss anybody? Who do we have late round this year? Yeah, that was it, huh? So, because anytime you have about 6 or 7 rounds of picks, if you get 2 or 3 guys out of it that get really worth the damn, you actually did well. Nobody gets a draft or does a draft where they just clean house. There's going to be a couple of guys that you send home. Or you don't send them home, but they got to leave there, right? Or wherever they are. Yeah, Trey Sermon. See, I don't know. The jury's still out on Trey Sermon. People think Trey Sermon's going to just look like a whole different running back this year. Honestly, I don't see him beating out Jeffrey Wilson Jr. I know he's not going to beat out Elijah Mitchell. Elijah already made that clear. Honestly, what's really sad is last year you looked at the depth chart. Sermon was behind. Sermon was like last on the chart. JaMycal Hasty was ahead of him. I had an argument with a guy on Twitter who didn't read that yet. I said, man, Trey is like ranked behind JaMycal Hasty, who's number 3. No, he's not. I'm not making that up. Go look for yourself. Come on, Ronbo. But I'm telling you the truth. You just got your favorite players, and when you do that, you just shut down all thoughts of everything else. I didn't. Okay, then fine. Trey Sermon's number 1 on the depth chart. How about that? He went and checked and came back. You know what? I never had a guy apologize. Well, he came to my DMs. He didn't apologize publicly. He came to my DM and apologized. I didn't make that up. Trey Sermon is 3rd on the depth chart. That's why he was a healthy scratch. How many weeks? Bobby Turner and Kyle said, look, you need to stand back and watch a little while. And JaMycal Hasty played ahead of him. And Elijah Mitchell had already beat him out after week 3 or whatever when Elijah first came out there. Jeffrey Wilson Jr. was still trying to heal up. So he was down to 2 guys, Hasty and Mitchell. Sermon carried the ball every now and then. Is Cole Strange any good? Daniel Jeremiah says you could have got him in the 3rd round. You know what that means, don't you? 49ers said, oh, Jesus. Oh, come on, Bill. What are you doing? We were going to pick him up next round. Belichick cut him off and got him. What are you celebrating for, Patriot fans? Do you hear what's being said? What are you celebrating? This is worse than when we picked up Michael Lynch in the first round. I didn't know what to think. Remember that year, Michael? And the 49ers at number 10. Even the kids did. 49ers with the 10th pick select. I still can repeat the same. Who? Are you serious? Niners! What are we doing here? So, you know. Okay, the Chiefs are going to go wide receiver this time. There's got to be. Isn't there a couple of speedsters left? People are still laughing at Belichick. They didn't have the mic off. You guys still don't laugh at Belichick. He knows what he's doing. Edge. Big Show, is this guy good? Because he was sitting around wondering, the camera kept panning over to him, he was wondering why he hadn't get picked earlier. Yeah, KC, they're not getting away with that sorry-ass defense 2 years in a row. Well, they didn't get away with it last year. Oh, I remember the story on this guy. He came over from Athens, Greece. But he's a beast. The beast from the East. I remember this. I enjoyed the story on this guy, actually. I forgot he is who he is. What a story. Grew up in Greece, came back to America, learned how to play football, and became a monster. Strong guy. There you go. Say something. We got rules. I wish you'd say or do something I could just get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? Boy. It's like Kalof's film. That dude, man. Something about pure power rushers. He's going to have to learn some techniques to get in the NFL, though, because there's lots of big offensive linemen that love that kind of edge rusher. Because he's not going to be able to he can get away every now and then on some teams, but not everybody. And Ellis, you know, you say that about this draft. The bad thing is this is a pandemic draft. A lot of what you're seeing is because people couldn't play ball last year, and it was just well. George, you came back. There's no Greek accent or no European accent at all. You sound like you're from Texas. I love that story. You're just sitting around thinking, can I be a first rounder? You answer the phone, and it's Bill Belichick. I guess you can. But see, here's the thing. No matter how much you laugh, Belichick he turns guys into players. Guy's an awesome coach. If Belichick gets recognized for anything in his entire career, it's what he could do with just any kind of talent. He could turn them into a Super Bowl winning team. I don't know. New England weather. Where's Greece sitting on the meridian? Well, they don't get, no, they're south of France. See, this is the thing about being American. You know, geographical skills. It doesn't get that cold. It's not going to get that cold in Greece. So yeah, it's going to be shocking. Oh, God. I know. That's the thing about ready to get ready, man. How many times your team's been an embarrassment up until just recently? I don't know why. You have no shame to get abused and manhandled like you have by the 49ers for so long, and now all of a sudden you're talking? Unbelievable. You talk about a team that's not going to see the Super Bowl again for another decade. And that would be the Rams. This was you accidentally stumbled in there. You almost accidentally stumbled in. You stumbled into it last time. You know that should have been flagged when you got past the Saints. You guys are a blessed team. That's all. You got blessed twice. But even the Lord ain't gonna help you next year. It may have slipped this year. Accidentally let you win. What a draft. Fam, you know what? Let's talk. You want to talk some ball? We just talk in general about the 49ers. Because we knew Deebo. And you know what? It's going to be the Deebo was going to get traded versus the Deebo wasn't going to get traded team. So we can go over that tonight. Because this is hilarious. I can't wait. Boy, the writers are going to go nuts. Well, Deebo Samuel was not traded by the 49ers. Duh. Could have told you that. Much to the disappointment of a lot of people, Deebo Samuel will continue as a 49er. Much to the disappointment of both the Rams, the Seahawks, and the Cardinals. We're coming to get you ready to go. Oh, the quarterback. Ian Rappaport, the only guy to trust now. Adam Schefter loses his mind every year. Yeah, RJ9, I figured as much. Greece is like SoCal weather. I thought so, because they're right around there in that area where they don't get extreme cold conditions. So yeah, he's going to be feeling it in New England. All defensive first round for the most part. Second Wolverine, but Michigan still couldn't win it. What's this here? We'll see 49ers versus Green Bay Packers. Team won the game at the end of the season. 49ers versus Green Bay Packers. One and done. The 49ers had already beaten Dallas. Who did we play first? Dallas, Green Bay, and then lost with a couple of mistakes to the Rams. So, no, Greg, the Packers were the second game the 49ers won in the playoffs. And the only reason the 49ers lost to the Rams, and the Rams know what happened there. They got blessed. They got lucky. It wasn't about beating the 49ers up. They got lucky. You know, it's so funny because we actually have to go through 2 rounds of football unless the 49ers trade up. We got to go through 2 rounds of football before, because the 61st pick may as well be in the 3rd round. So we're going to watch all these great ball players get traded and might be picked before us tomorrow, too. Jesus. Well, hey, you know, they just don't understand. This is what every time a team that's been trying to catch up with us for forever, every time they beat us once, they can't get over it. Remember the Raiders that year, the last year we played them, and when Cap played them that year? The Raiders, because you only get to play the Raiders every 4 years due to the fact that for security reasons, the 49ers and the Raiders cannot get together. So, you know, for 4 years, every time I ran into a Raider fan, hey, who the king of the Bay? Excuse me? Who the king of the Bay, 49er fan? Hadn't thought about it. You know, I used to love to mess with, especially Raider fans. I don't really know it. You know, you're walking down the street with your cap on. Poor Raider fans. And now you can't find a Raider fan. You know what? They'll be back next year, fam. You know what? The Raiders actually going to win some games next year. Here they come. Well, that's it for the draft, and yeah, terrible, kind of lackluster, sad, and pathetic. Oh God, terrible. Well, that's a Viking, ain't it? Look at him. You gotta love the insanity. I like him. Oh, okay, fam. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down here. No, we're not gonna shut it down. We're gonna continue. We're gonna go right to the phone. Now. Wait, I get one thing here. I'll be right back. No, scene. All defense in the first round for the most part, with the exception of one wide, with a few wide receivers. You know. Anyway, fam, that's it. we had nothing to do with the first round like we were all hoping. Well, not all hoping. You did, but you was hoping the 49ers would trade up or something. Even if you couldn't give Deebo or Jimmy in there, give up something to get in there. Anyway, we'll see you in a few minutes. I'm going to shut it down here. Let's talk some 49ers football. And I just get your feeling on today. All right, fam. Like and subscribe. I forgot to tell you about that. I like those likes. They mean a lot to me. And also, thanks for the contributions, fam. Appreciate that.